Welcome everybody to our latest session of the Rise of Tiamat. I believe we are on session 30 now, so congratulations to everybody for making it to that milestone. As usual, we'll take a quick recap of what we did last week and then we will get started. So team, you may recall when we picked up last week, you guys were still in the maze with the Gorgon. You had recovered the diamond after it had unleashed its petrifying breath. So you knew what you had to do to get out of there, or at least you presumed, and you were going to make your way to the exit that had made itself apparent after the diamond had been picked up. So you guys all started making your way to the southwest corner. You were able to exit out through the maze wall there, and one by one got through. The Gorgon tried to continue harrying you guys until all of you made it through, but you were able to get out successfully. Once you did, you were able to see that there was a narrow path that led to a teleportation circle, or at least that's what it appeared on the ground. Kurtu took his opportune moment here to decide to stay back as he hadn't seen the Gorgon break through the maze, and seemingly this area was quote-unquote safe. So he decided to hang here as the rest of the team started entering the tower and seeing what was there. So they activated the teleportation circle. I believe it was just one person at first to just test the water, see what it was, and eventually everybody came in, finding themselves in this circular audience chamber type of room. There were two balconies in this room, a table, a set of chairs, and then some containers and racks in the north side of the room. The team investigated this room a little bit, searching for traps, that sort of thing, in the container area. They also climbed up on one of the balconies, scoped that out a bit, and then ultimately decided that because they were a bit wounded and lower on resources, they wanted to try to get a short rest in here. And so they ducked under the southwest balcony and started taking a short rest. During this time, Harmony cast a Prayer of Healing spell, and that is a 10-minute cast, so she was hoping to get that off as part of this short rest. So as this was occurring, the portal was suddenly activated as two individuals popped out of the portal, and immediately spotting the other individuals in the room, the player characters, we entered initiative. Spectre was able to win initiative and pretty quickly kill one of them, wound the other one. Next up was Gale, who rushed over there, slashed at this person, hurt him really badly, almost killed him, and then a second attack, critical fumble, so just missed second attack. And so he was still standing. Gale did push him out of the circle, but then his turn was up next, and he was able to easily step into the portal, touch one of the symbols on the panel, and vanish from sight. The team decided that after this person had vanished, that they would remain here and just kind of see what happened. Eventually, the Prayer of Healing spell went off, so an extra couple minutes from there, team members were restored up a bit. But the team decided not to wait the full hour, if I remember correctly. So there was a little bit of time, or maybe they did make the full hour. I'll let somebody clarify that once I'm done with this recap, if anybody remembers. But after a period of time, the team decided to start going through the teleportation circle and see what they could find. When the individual had fled, he pushed one of the buttons. Gale was closest to this button on the panel, and he guessed, because he wasn't really focused on the panel when this guy was running, but he guessed a specific button that was pushed by this individual. So the team sort of avoided that button, but started picking other buttons to scope out. They arrived in one area that looked to be sort of a barracks of sorts. It was clear of most things, and they searched through the different rooms in this area, but other than bedrolls and sleeping clothing and other sort of objects that would suggest this is being used as a barracks, there was nothing else discovered. The team then went through another portal and eventually came face to face with a whole lot of enemies. So this was most of the party, but it was Roland that remained behind to allow for the team to pop through, see what they could find, and then his plan was to come a moment later. The team found themselves pretty overwhelmed by this large force that had managed to group up here, and a lot of spells are being flung back and forth. Eventually, some of the party members were hurt pretty badly. You guys discovered pretty quickly that when you teleport out of here and then others teleport to here, they can teleport and activate it, and whoever's standing in the teleportation area will get put back. So there was a bit of a hot potato game going on here, where team members would try to teleport out and then move. Other enemies would pop in and then teleport the rest of the team members back to bring them back into the line of fire. This went back and forth for a while with a lot of spells being flung. Eventually, Gale was remaining in the room, and he was targeted with a suggestion spell, suggesting that he leave his sword on the altar in the room and then retreat. And he did just that, though he was really trying to fight against this magic. Unfortunately, there was not much he could do, so he eventually left the sword on the altar and then retreated. So the team is currently all in this area that looks to be some type of maybe an observatory. There is a large telescopic lens for viewing that is pointed at a glass panel in the sky. It is sort of open, allowing for visibility of the stars and so forth. And that is where the team left off. So yeah, that was my quick recap of what occurred. I'm sure there was a lot there that was missed, but that gives more opportunities for folks to get inspiration. So team, is there anything I missed that you would like to add?
I got to one right away that I can think of. The teleporter elevator panel has a bunch of different symbols on it, and I think we're not 100% sure yet, but we did link the hourglass shaped key that he showed us at the beginning that we needed. More than likely is what activates the button for the hourglass on that panel, which we tried to press, but it doesn't take us there. So that's what we're looking for.
Yep, go ahead and take inspiration. Roland, yes, you guys speculated that you would need that key before touching the button, but Gale suggested that you guys just push it anyway and see what happens. You tried to push it, nothing happens. With the other buttons, when you touch them, they light up momentarily and then they take effect. This one, nothing happened. So yeah, it seems like you're likely correct in that you need that key for that button to be workable. Anybody else have anything to
add? Sorry, did you mention that there was a body in that first room we went into?
I did not. Is there any details you'd like to mention about that body?
It was killed with a dragon tooth dagger.
Indeed, yes. Somehow, Armony was able to deduce that by looking at the wounds. Apparently, dragon tooth daggers leave very obvious wounds in the body. And yes, that was indeed the body found there in that room. Yeah, go ahead and take inspiration, Hugo.
Adam, I don't know if you said it in your recap. I didn't hear you say it, but there is basically 3 times per round for us to use that portal. So that may be important for us during our decision making.
Very much so, yes. Good addition. Go ahead and take inspiration, Kurtu. Indeed. So the portal, based on every round being 6 seconds, and the portal takes a couple of seconds to fire off after it's been touched. The way we implemented that in the initiative round is that it can be used up to 3 times in the round, and once it's been used 3 times in a round, it can't be used again in that same round.
And this here is not worth inspiration, but I will say, based on Hugo's assessment in regards to this not being a teleportation thing, and that Kurtu's the only one with many lives left. So just throwing that out there, because I heard Hugo said people could be like turning into zombies or something.
Fair enough. Fair warning to the team.
I was waiting for Hugo to chuckle on that one. I was listening to him say that a few times, and then they go, "Well, how do we know?" I was laughing.
Oh yeah, the whole Star Trek teleport.
Yeah. Are we really a person now? Kind of thing. You made me laugh when I was listening. So.
Alrighty, excellent. Anybody else have anything to add? Okay. Yeah.
I'll just say that we didn't actually do the short rest. We never got a short rest at that point.
All right. Thanks for that clarification. Yes, I remember you guys did at least wait for the prayer of healing to finish. That was another almost 2 full minutes of that. But yes, you guys didn't do the full short rest then. So yep, looking at the screen, I see everybody has their full 2 short rests. So yeah, that definitely makes sense. Okay, let's go ahead and pick up where we left off, folks. So I'm going to bring you back over to the map, and yeah, we will go from there. Okay, so team, we find ourselves back in this room. You will notice that there is that large telescope in the middle of the room. I will give the description of this room once more, just to refresh everybody's memory. This chamber is clearly the workplace of a wizard. A pair of voluminous tomes on astronomy and astrology lie open on a table. A massive telescope of brass, crystal, and polished mahogany rests on an intricate stand in the middle of the chamber. A ladder rests against one wall, and an immense crystal lens is embedded in the ceiling. So you guys have just seen Gale come back through the portal with no weapon in hand. He seems almost like he shakes his head a bit, realizing that the impact of this magic. You realize that the enemy could come through at any moment. What is it you guys would like to do?
I mean, I think we got to figure out the way to get out of this tower. What the teleport button to get out is.
Yeah, we haven't actually established that yet.
Yes, so far we've pressed chair, double chair, rectangle, and flame, right?
Did we press flame? I thought this was the star one.
No, you guys did not press flame. Kurtu was very well watching that to see if you guys ever did.
Okay, alright, so this is star then.
This is star.
Yeah, this is star. And flame was the one that Gale thought he had seen the enemy go the first time. I think at the very least we should go down to the first level.
Yeah.
I definitely think we should try and find Kurtu and rendezvous, but I was thinking, what if we blocked the pad?
With what?
I don't know.
Let's talk about that later. They can come through at any moment.
Yeah.
If Kurtu's coming in the tower, he's coming in through the lobby like the rest of us did, so we should probably wait for him there, if possible.
I think I would like to. I'm going to teleport there. So whoever wants to hop on right now, and then I'm going to try to find the button that lets us out of this place.
You're teleporting to where?
The first floor, or the place we came in. I don't know if it's the first floor or not.
The chair room, whichever one that is.
Does anybody remember the total list of symbols again?
I'm sharing it right now.
There was chair, 2 chairs, rectangle, which was the room where we just got fucked in, the flame one, star, and there's more that I don't know.
There we go. Flame, square, right triangle seems to be the 3 we haven't clicked yet, so one of those has to be maybe exit tower.
Yeah, and Adam, does Hugo remember if there's anything that would correspond to that, like near the outside orb? Like was it like a square courtyard or something like that?
From the area that you first came in?
Yeah, like corresponding to either flame, square, or right triangle, I guess.
Give me a blind check to see if maybe you can deduce something like this.
I know we don't have a ton of time, Adam, while Hugo's thinking that through. Could I maybe stand right here and just take a second to look at the panel? And do I think maybe I can rig it so that I can stop them from coming to one floor and maybe give us a chance to break?
So blind check for you as well, Roland. Yeah, you look at the panel, you try to look at all these symbols, see if any of them correspond to out, essentially. You don't draw any conclusions there, Hugo. Roland, no, this is not a mechanical plate. It is purely magical. So these aren't really buttons, they're just sigils that are marked into the panel itself. You would think it would take probably very powerful magic to wipe away a sigil.
Hurt.
Oh, actually, can you still feather fall?
Yes. I got 2 spells left, Hugo.
There's a balcony out there. We could theoretically just go out that way.
I guess that's true. And feather fall down?
Yes.
The way we got in was out in the maze. If we jump down to the bottom of the tower, are we certain that we can get back in if we need to, or even get back into the maze?
Let's get off this floor before we continue this
Yeah.
discussion, considering they know this floor. Maybe we just switch floors real quick as a group, and then we talk.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on, Omni.
I'm rebooting. Can someone move me onto the portal?
I can, yeah. So you make your way back over and you hang out sort of in the middle here. Unfortunately,
Shoot.
there won't be room for the spider to also accompany you.
Just tell the spider to attack anything that comes through, because it won't be us anymore.
What if we come back?
We'll send you front. The spiders only last 10 minutes, so.
Okay. I'm gonna tell him to attack anyone that comes except for me.
Okay.
Before we press this button, quick theory. The right triangle is reminding me of the sundial. Right? I mean, star, observatory, right? I'm just trying to think. Use my big artificer brain, you know?
I mean, it's as good as anything else to me.
Why don't we go to the lobby in case Kurtu wandered in, and if he's not there, we can experiment from there.
We have to
We don't-
connect with all of our friends in the main lobby. That makes sense for video games.
All right. And
And be ready in case they thought of that and are waiting for us.
yeah, prepare cantrips, everybody.
Prepare an action to teleport somewhere else.
Okay, your cantrips, Hugo says, and then he'll hit the button for the chair.
All right. You guys
Prepare your cantrips, and then slams the button.
You are whisked away to the audience chamber where you see the room before you. We will pause where you guys are at there for the moment and pop over to Kurtu. Kurtu, you're still outside in the maze, outside of the maze, but you notice the teleportation circle on the ground here. You decided to wait here and sort of catch your breath for a bit. The team went ahead without you. You haven't seen or heard anything else in that time. You're looking around here. It's pretty quiet. What would you like to do?
Let's see. I hear my tummy rumbling. And I've protected my friends from that evil Gorgon, so I may as well go in and go into this blue circle.
All right, so team, as you arrived in the audience chamber and started peeking around, you see a little bit of a whiff as suddenly Kurtu pops in, but as that square is filled, he immediately hits the ground as there's not room to move, and you guys start moving around trying to make room for each other.
All our cantrips go off.
Boy, there must have been a time delay. You're all still here. I would have thought, that hour you guys would have actually done something.
Well, we
Everybody's
tried.
bleeding.
without our fearless leader,
Hey, I'm just saying that you guys are all in the same spot you would have been an hour ago if you went through,
We've been through this whole, most of this tower, Kurtu. And let me tell ya, the rectangle room sucks.
Do you have a big long room like a rectangle? That's awesome.
It actually was circular. It's sort of funny. It wasn't a rectangle at all.
You're not making any sense, Hugo.
It was just full of a lot of cultists that cast a lot of spells upon us.
Oh, did
So
you
be
kill 'em?
careful. No, they stole Gale's sword.
Oh, no.
Anyway, we
Gale
need a
seems
plan to get
quite
it back.
distraught about this, and he decides that he wants to see if you guys will get off the teleportation circle, and he is going to try Roland's theory of clicking the triangle. All right, you'll see he does that, and he will vanish, and you guys sort of look there, and moments later you see he reappears, and he gives a thumbs up, and you know that indeed it does indeed take you out to a spot where you can get to the sundial or to the spot just outside of the Gorgon's maze. So he says he is going to wait out there and keep an eye on things to make sure no cultists come up from behind. He will pop out.
So that
Does he have a
Wizard.
extra sword with them before he pops out? I think
He's
somebody.
looking through his bag for a hand axe and he found one.
Woohoo!
All right. Well, there's an
Hmm.
option. We can follow him out there and trying to get a rest by the sundial. I doubt the cultists will follow us into the maze. They might, but
Well, even if they do, we would know where they would be coming from in that instance. But
yeah.
You have that rope trick thing too, right? Or is it costly to use that?
It takes one of my 2 second level spell slots, but it would obscure us. But if they come through here sweeping with detect magic, they'll see us, or well, at least they'll see the spell effect. I don't know if they have the ability to dispel it, but if they do, we're in trouble, and if they don't, they can just camp out beneath us.
I mean, it may not work in the maze as well.
That's also
Just
a
'cause of
consideration since your
the weird
dimension doesn't
magics.
work. Yeah.
Well, hang on. Let's think about that real quick. Where did you try to go with your dimension door? In the tower? To the balcony? What were you trying
to the
do?
balcony.
Okay, so you were trying to infiltrate the tower from the maze?
I don't think we were in the maze at that point. I think we were outside the maze.
Yeah, we were. Well, we were like close enough. I think we had like started in a little bit.
This is a theory, but I think the issue is the wizard who created this tower wanted people to go through his maze. So anyone trying to skip the maze may have experienced what you did, where the magic failed. There are plenty of spells that we could use to get us inside without having to do the maze. We could have flown over, right?
And we were told that wasn't an option. So
Exactly.
yes, I think
Yeah.
you're onto something.
Right, so we must complete the maze for us to be able to get in the tower, but I don't think that means that our magic that goes extra planar will be affected, right? If we're in the maze, we're not trying to use the rope trick to leave the maze, only to hide within the maze, and I don't think that breaks the wizard's rules.
Sort of, but we were also told that if we tried to cast the fly spell while in the maze, we would get lost, and I think, isn't that what happened? Can we remind me what the silver lizard man said about that? Do I remember?
Silver lizard man?
We went into a shop for a guy who only took silver, and Armony, I think it was Armony, got him to talk about the legends or myths or whatever around the Zonthal Tower maze. And I think he told us something important.
He was like a scholar of
Yeah.
of Zonthal.
Yes, yep. So you're talking about back in Waterdeep, right? So you spoke with a quote-unquote expert there. The information he gave you is that if you tried to fly over the maze, the hedges would simply grow and grow. So however high you flew, the hedges would grow to match that. So essentially, there's no way to fly over it. And I think he sort of alluded to the fact that magical means to try to circumvent the maze generally don't work.
Okay. So I could be in the maze and cast a rope trick, and we wouldn't come down in a completely different place. We don't think.
I think it's
You
worth a
don't
shot.
know? I would say he didn't mention anything like that.
It's just a theory, but that's my guess, right? I mean, we're not trying to escape the maze, which wouldn't trigger set effects.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's worth it to try it anyways, to try to get this little rest so we can lick our wounds and prepare. They must have blown a lot of spells on us during that. They were all casting non-stop. So I think at the very least, if we can get up to full-ish, then we can, take them
And
if there's little teams of them.
Gale seems a little distraught, so maybe I need to switch my armor to frontline mode so I can go in and fight with my fist.
And was separated from his weapon, and It's tough. It's tough on the guys out there.
No, it's tough on elves. They're all that way. They get too attached to things.
Adam, did it look like they were protecting something in that room that they were all in?
I mean, there were so many of them in there, and you immediately found yourself in trouble, so I would say you didn't really have time to scope the room out properly. Probably the most you could garner from what you saw is that they were very much prepared and ready for you, so they wanted to get into a good defensive position knowing you were coming.
Okay. But they weren't obviously, like, guarding something in there.
I mean, I don't know how you would know that, but just from a glance, right? Like, you didn't hear any, like, 80s evil villain saying, "Don't let them take the star!" Like, nothing like that. So, yeah, just on a glance, hard to say.
All right. So, are we cool with that? We're going to go out to the first teleport area. You do the rope trick, and we climb up in and take a little snooze.
I think it's our best bet. 2 reasons. 1, we get a chance to lick our wounds, like you said, but also they
That's the
will,
plan.
yeah, and they will probably go on patrols looking for us, so it will give us a chance to maybe split up their numbers.
All right.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Okay, so it's your intent for you all to hit the same button that Gale did, the right triangle, and make your way outside of this, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, you guys each vanish, reappearing in the area that you spotted before. And you will notice this time, which is kind of odd, is as you reappear here, you notice the long hallway, or hedgeway, I guess you could say, that stretches out to your west. You also notice now south of you, it's almost like faint, it's hard to see, but you notice the sundial, and you could certainly walk that direction if you want to. It looks like it's a hazy, almost like mist-filled short distance from here to the sundial.
I don't
Just-
think.
If we go
No.
that way, we might. Does it look like Gale went that way?
You don't see Gale here right now, so perhaps.
I'm worried about going that way and not being able
Yeah.
to get back.
We'd have to go through the maze again, maybe.
And
Why
then
not
we'd have
we-
to find a portal. And we found a portal. We're one step ahead.
What if we do it like halfway, like here? And then we can see
or
both
that.
ways, right?
I thought Adam was talking this way.
Walking
Or was it-
south is what will take you to the sundial, correct?
Okay.
But it's strictly south right from the portal. So like when you step off the portal, all you see is a hedge that is south of you. If you're on the teleportation circle, that's when you notice, and again, only when you came back are you able to stand there and not be teleported. So if you were to step back in it now, just like you did the first time, you're pretty sure it's going to whisk you inside of the chamber. So once you exit it, you could then walk south and take yourself to the sundial.
Huh. No, I think it's riskier to go there than to just do it here.
Because and then if they do
I don't want
come
to fight
out
a
looking
gore
for us
getting
and
in.
they spot us, they're not gonna come like all 20 at once, so we might be able to funnel them.
All right, let's see a little trick there.
Okay. I have a rope in my inventory. Step 1 complete. So, yes, I
Hugo
will,
claps.
I will attempt to cast rope trick and see what happens.
Go ahead and burn your slot. All
That's
right.
not burning this. Oh, yes, it did. Never mind.
You cast the spell, and much like you would expect, you notice that the rope stretches up and then hangs there. It seems as though the spell has worked as best you can tell.
I climb up the rope.
Alright, you're able to enter the little extra dimensional space, and yeah, it seems to be working.
Okay, looking down, can I see the rest of my party still?
You can.
All right, I pop my hand out of the the space and wave them up.
Okay. Hugo will climb up.
Alright, so I'm presuming that this can fit everybody. Is there anybody that doesn't want to be inside? Yeah, as many as 8 medium or smaller creatures.
Yep, I need to get up there so I can switch my armor.
I have to go up there because last time I didn't go with them, boy, they didn't do too well.
We really fucked up.
Yeah, we had like 15 hold persons cast on us, Kurt, too.
Hey, you guys are
15
rolling
less
pretty
for
good
next
though.
time.
All right, we shall presume that everybody is up in the rope trick, and right at the moment, the rope is still hanging outside.
I pull the rope up behind us when everyone's up there.
Okay, so you are now in this extra-dimensional space, and the rope is no longer visible from the outside.
Alright, this is the safest we're gonna be in this place, so take your breath, take your breaks, do what you gotta do. We're need to think of a
Alright.
way to approach this.
Adam, I'm gonna immediately get to work with my armor, and I'm gonna flip it to my guardian mode. I can do it at the end of a short rest, so.
Okay.
Hugo will sit down in the extra dimensional space and try to short rest as well.
Is there a window? I think last time we read somebody
Yeah,
keep
on
an
the-
eye out the
On
window.
the bottom, basically, yeah.
So
Alright,
did we
so
pull
somebody
we pulled
wants
the
to-
rope back in, right?
We pulled the rope back in, yes.
Cool.
Does somebody want to take watch at the window to see if they see anything?
Yeah, I will. I won't take a short rest because I'm only down 11 hit points, and short rest don't help me. So
Okay, fair enough. So Kurtu remains looking through the window. Anything else anybody's doing other than trying to get in a short rest?
Can we say we spend this time discussing our plan? Should we do
Yeah.
that for the
Yeah.
benefit of the viewers?
I would recommend you discuss your plan. So yeah, that's what they're doing.
I mean, we want Gale here to take a short rest as well.
Gil'll be fine. He wandered off. He doesn't get targeted when he's not here. So
I think he got really hurt last fight, though.
he's
But-
fine. He'll chill at the sundial and come right back, and it'll be okay. Unless we all die before he gets back, in which case, you know.
He must be in this moody season right now.
Yeah, is that the winter one?
Yeah, that's the one that he's a BIT. You know what? Yeah. Mhm.
So for the abilities that I have that I may be able to use that'll be useful are Thunder Wave. I could hit a few of them at once, but that would definitely make people aware of our presence. I have Silent Image that we could use to maybe project a separate version of ourselves onto the front of the teleporter while we, I don't know, maybe go invisible behind it and infiltrate the room. I've got Shatter as well, which means I could attack a handful of them at once.
Yeah, I mean, I think one good plan, I think, is someone to be invisible for sure, because they'll probably counterspell our spells if we try to cast them right off the bat.
Yeah, and to clarify, they need to be able to see the caster in order to counterspell, correct?
Yes, but the thing is, like, do we even want to go into that room?
Not particularly.
I mean, we
There's-
gotta look around first, right?
There's a case to be made that we wait for a while. The longer we wait, the more likely it is that we lose the sword permanently. But it's also they'll also break formation eventually. They have to sleep sometime, and what we think was happening was they were looking for Iskander. I don't know if they found him yet, so they'll get back on that.
Yes, but let's say they did find him, right? Or I don't know. Let's say going off of what Hugo mentioned the other couple hours ago, I was thinking about it, but he said, what if they tapped the hourglass thing to the teleporter to activate it and then tossed it back in a room to leave it behind for us? Well, what's to say one of those cultists didn't just pick it up?
We didn't find it, so it's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, but I think the easier way to determine that maybe is to search the rooms and then, go to the rooms we haven't been to before. And then if that fails, then we have to murder them all and find out which one has it. But
I would like to murder them all anyway, as a matter of course, but yes, our primary objective
it's
is...
not even really murder after what they did to us, you know what I mean? I'd call
Yeah,
it
start with
justice.
Retribution is probably
Okay.
more in line.
We're gonna justice them all, one way or the other.
Well, I'd like to say that sounds great for us to go back in and start searching, but it's a risky idea, right? I think we should flip those plans, right, and instead focus on attacking the cultist first. Clear the area, and then search in peace. Because what's to say we search but don't find it, and that's just for poor searching because we're rushed.
You're saying assaulting the 30-person room full of bad guys is the least risky one?
I kind of think that, yes, but I don't think we would have to take them on 30... Sorry, had to yell at my dog to shut up. I don't think we'll have to take 30 of them on at a time. I think we take Spectre's idea. Maybe we take our hour here, yes, but we maybe wait a little bit longer, maybe 2 or 3 hours, and let them think they're safe, right? They're not going to be all holed up in one room anymore. They'll search the place for us. They'll search the place for Iskander, maybe, right? And that's our chance to slip in, using some of our abilities to take them out small sample sizes at a time, and then search the tower.
Gonna Metal Gear Solid this shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for that,
Anyone
honestly.
got a cardboard box?
I'm just
I do, actually.
I'm just thinking whatever you guys went through must have really traumatized you, so I'm really fearful for your guys' well-being, so this is our safe space. However, I'm just saying, an hour from now, whatever we plan, just remember, it's not going to be exactly the way we think it was. So, wherever we go, we go. So,
Yeah.
We should talk about that as well, right? It's imperative that if we are going back in and we come across a small group of cultists, we cannot let any of them escape to the teleporter and get warning back, because we see what happens when that happens.
Yep. Adam told us last week that he wants us to have fun. That means fuck 'em up, no survivors. F-U-N. So, that's priority number 1.
So if we're attacked, I guess from y'all's standpoint, it sounds like a good idea to search, and if we're attacked, to take it to the cultist. But if they did indeed switch back to small patrols, that could really be our chance to thin out their numbers. With a well-coordinated attack plan, of course.
Bill will say that no matter what, he thinks there'll be at least a couple people at every portal door soon.
And
Right,
absolutely through the entryway. So they're probably going to be watching from the balconies. So
Yeah.
if we're going in, the plan is probably make as many people invisible as possible. Try to take out the sentries before...
Well, I disagree with that now, and here's why. This is Bill talking, not Kurtu talking, right? Because we will easily run out of spell slots, and we'll run out of... I'll run out of sorcery points real quick if we are doing it for a spell that lasts 1 minute without knowing if that's advantageous to us. It sounds great, but greater invisibility is like a level 4 slot, and I'll only be able to use that probably once or twice on my sorcery points. So
yeah, my thinking is that we really need the foothold though. So suppose there's like 4 or 5 people waiting for us in the lobby. If we can kill them without them being able to target us, then that's 4 or 5 fewer people we have to fight.
I agree. I'm just...
we don't need the spells as much.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with the concept. I'm just saying that I have like a couple spell slots of each left. That's what I'm getting at. So,
Adam, could Hugo make a Arcana check to see if what he thinks dispel magic would do if it was cast on like the panel?
I mean, yeah, it's going to be pretty challenging because this is a unique item that there's not a lot of study done. Like this whole area is built by this legendary wizard. This is all like kind of strange stuff. But yeah, give me a blind check. We'll see if you're even in the realm of maybe having a guess. You are quite confident that because this is such a exotic unknown thing that will have very unpredictable results. It might do absolutely nothing. It might disable the panel for a short period of time, but only on your side. It might disable all of the panels for a short period of time. It's hard to say.
Okay.
If it disables everything permanently, then we're kind of stuck in there.
Yes. I
I doubt it's that strong. I'm no Zontharl.
Kotu, you bring up a good point, right? There's probably 4 or 5 per patrol, but that's the amount of numbers we're going to have going in, 4 or 5. What if we were able to maybe take on some disguises? That may help us.
That might have been a good idea the first time, but what did you have in mind?
Well, it would slow their reaction time, right? Like if we teleported to a new room and were dressed as them, it would at least buy us 30 seconds before our disguises are made out. But that would give us the time to jump on the people that were trying to take advantage of. But if we pop through the teleporter circle and there's a gold kobold, a well-defined man with tiny glasses, whatever you are, Spectre and Harmony, and then heavily plated man, we're going to get attacked immediately, you know?
I feel like
I don't think it's going to make a difference at this point. They're on high alert.
they've already seen the 5 of us, Kurtu notwithstanding. I don't know what we have access to in terms of making disguises, but I feel like they've seen us close enough that I don't think they're going to be fooled by that. Unless we have some kind of magical way to alter our appearances.
Yeah, and I would say that I am standing, I'm just short. So.
Well,
and so we could, obviously I saw the video, but we don't have the suits for the first time, right? So if that's the route, the best you could do is go take one from that dead body or bodies, right? I think there's potentially 2 there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you cast regular invisibility?
I can.
Yeah, I have supercharged mine and dropped the other one. So
I've got it. I can cast invisibility, but only 2 times. And they have to be separate occasions.
That might be good for this first room. Send an invisible person through.
Spectre.
When we were using the teleportation portal, did it have like a noticeable visual effect when it was being used? Like if an invisible person stepped through the portal, would it still make flashing lights and sounds like in fucking Star Trek? Beam me up, Scotty? Or would they not be able to tell that it was used?
If they were looking right at it and paying very close attention, there is a subtle effect that occurs. So on the side that you're touching, the rune that is associated with what we've been calling buttons, that lights up, so you'll be able to see on your side. On the other side, there's like a subtle, almost like disturbance in the air as people just suddenly appear there on the ground. So invisible person coming through, if no one's really paying that much attention, then wouldn't be a big deal, aka essentially this would boil down to a stealth check.
Harmony, could you make another giant spider?
Yes.
So,
I
here's
can also
what.
do insect plague.
Oh, that sounds cool. But hear me out on this idea. We send in the spider with 1 invisible person. The spider is given orders to attack the people on the other side of the room. The invisible person would then be able to slip in and maybe get a chance to fire off an attack if they needed to, maybe, or retreat back to us and give us a warning, or right, and leave the spider behind to take care of some cultists.
There is some potential there, but I would also just say that if they did see that, that doesn't mean they can't throw something or a fireball or something if they have a ready action.
That's
so
true.
I
Yeah.
so
He
I
doesn't
would
let us ready actions out of combat. If we
Well-
can't do it, they can't do it.
well
And
then
they don't
however
do it.
right, but however the initiative order goes with the spider or whatever, right? What I was going to say though is that if we do the invisible, somebody goes in there invisible, that person probably should not be the one that casts the spell. Is what I was
Yeah.
getting at for the concentration
sure.
purpose. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. Well, I'm
I don't-
thinking if we send the spider in with the invisible person, then the attention will be drawn to the spider, giving the invisible person a chance to blast a spell, maybe.
The problem is if we send the spider in, they're gonna know that we're still hanging around, and then they're gonna be more prepared. The longer we wait, if we do what you say and wait a few hours to let them resume their normal patrols, then as soon as a spider comes through the portal, they're gonna know that we're still trying to infiltrate, and they're gonna be more ready for us. If
Yeah,
we go ahead, Bill.
I was just going to say, regardless, I would assume that they would be on high alert for a couple days anyway. I mean, if they are able to, because we were able to spot them from when we were in the village. We saw the person on the tower. I'm guessing that they could see us maybe leaving the maze or whatever the case may be. So I wouldn't doubt it if that area is being watched already.
Sure.
I mean, so I would imagine that they already have spies seeing, maybe if they don't know where we are, but they know where we're not, kind of thing.
That's true. The other thing is that we did try to look into the maze from one of the rooms in the tower, and we couldn't make out anything. Like, we couldn't see where this teleport circle that we're currently at
Yeah,
Right.
is in the maze. So
it looked
they
like it
know
could have
we're-
even been a different maze.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
They-
just saying that there is a spot somewhere where they can see the village. Which one, I don't know.
They can
Yeah.
they can for sure see the village, so they know we haven't left the maze. But it's not guaranteed that they would think that we're still hanging around. Like, maybe we're still trying to navigate our way back through the maze. Don't know how long that takes.
I think we have to murder the first floor.
Yeah,
Take
I don't
take
think
their
there's another
clothes.
option.
We have to kill them quickly without them being able to teleport away. So however we have to do that, let's do it that way.
I can also remove my helm. They haven't seen my face, so that would offer us a little bit of reprieve, right? But I definitely agree with Hugo. When we go to the first room, there's probably going to be some people, or we're going to arrive there and maybe a patrol shows up quickly. So maybe we come up with Plan A. Is Plan A infiltrate, search, and then move to next room? Or is Plan A send in invisible person as maybe inspector of the room? They come back and let everyone else know if it's clear or not. And then we move like that.
I like invisible person, spider. Go in first. They start wreaking havoc. The spider can web somebody so that they can't run away. And then, like, moments later, we come in. Now that their attention has passed on the spider. And so they're not all focused on us. And then we just clean them all up. Maybe the invisible person is overkill at that point, but
No, but what if the invisible person we send in is Harmony so she can at least control the spider more than just one simple command, right? And then the rest of us follow suit afterwards.
I think I have to command him verbally.
That does not break your invisibility. If they're already in the midst of violence, then a shout from the void will confuse them. Yes, but it would buy us enough time for us to get in next.
I don't think so. I think if they see a spider and someone commanding the spider, well, they wouldn't see they wouldn't see Harmony because she'd be invisible. But if that happens, they would know that they are under immediate attack again, and they would send someone through the portal, and we're back to square one.
The invisible person could, like, wait to grapple them before they can get to the thing, maybe? I don't know.
I think our options are send someone in invisible and scope it out, come back and let everyone know what we see down there. Or we take a gamble, we assume that there are enough people on the other side to make it worth our while to spend the resources, and then we blitz them before they get the opportunity to sound the alarm. Because if that gamble pays off, the other people inside are expecting their sentries to alert them, and then we might have the benefit of surprise on our side if we were to go through other portals, and we could catch them unaware.
I just don't want the situation of the rectangle room to happen again, where they just all
No, I agree.
mass cast on us because they know that we're going to have to go in there, right? That's the only way into the tower, as far as we know, from the outside.
I honestly think the best thing for us to do first would send in one invisible person, scout the room, they come back and let everyone else know. Then we all go together. And then we move room to room like that. And if that invisible person has seen enemies on the next room when they come back, then we can go with our spider plan that we know will at least buy us enough time to slow them down, and we can hang out by the teleporter portal and stop anyone from moving to tell their comrades.
I think that's good, right? Because regular invisibility lasts an hour.
Yeah, exactly.
So we can do it so the
Wait, is greater only a minute, Kurtu?
Yeah.
Yeah, greater's for messing people up, I think.
Okay, I got you. So then we send a Spectre with invisibility, right? And I think Armini put into, she can cast Pass Without a Trace.
I vote for Spectre too.
Well, pass without trace, I have to stay within 30 feet of her. So
That's true.
It won't work.
Yeah, is that how that spell works? I've
it's
never
Like
really...
an aura around you.
It's like an aura, and I think the aura is actually visible, which kind of makes it funny. We could do that. That sounds... she's got the best chance of going through and passing that stealth check if there are people on the next side, right?
I have plus 13,
yeah.
and I'd be invisible, so that's advantage against sight-based.
I got a plus 2, so yeah.
And I'm sorry, did Adam, did you say that there is like a clear visible sign when someone goes through it?
Adam is AFK for a couple minutes.
Oh,
Per
did
Discord.
did he say that?
Oh, probably in Discord.
Discord,
Oh, yeah,
yep.
He needs 2 minutes. What he said was that there's a very subtle effect that if someone was paying very close attention to, they may
notice.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
So even
otherwise,
still,
it's straight.
he said it would come down to an actual stealth check if that was the case.
You're doing a stealth check.
yeah. All right, Spectre.
Spectre gets like a plus 15
Time to
or
shine
whatever.
here.
Yeah.
Hey, and thinking about it, guys, as an artificer, I have those tinker thing. Here it is.
I'm not reading all that shit.
Yeah, I was
Tell
just
me
thinking
what-
the same thing. That's a lot of
You're
reading.
fine. I was clicking it for myself, so I didn't have to read it in my tiny sheet. Okay, the second one there says the object continuously emits your choice of an odor or nonverbal sound, and the chosen phenomenon is perceivable up to 10 feet away. So we could make little devices, maybe that could chirp or smell really bad or something, and we could use it as distraction. There's another one that says we could do recorded messages and static visual effects. That can be a picture or lines of text and shapes, and it lasts indefinitely. Like, it will never go away until I create a new one to replace it, right? So I'm just thinking maybe we could come up with some ideas to distract some folks if we're going stealthy.
Yeah, and I hate to throw another option in the mix because, we need to start kind of figuring it out, right? But one thing to maybe test is, can pressing one of the glyphs with Mage Hand make it activate, right? Or do you actually have to have a person standing on?
But we could test that theory when we send Spectre, right? We could have you Mage Hand the panel without Spectre touching it, right?
Yeah.
There's no first panel though.
There's no panel on this level?
Nah,
No.
it's just you walk into the sphere.
We walk in this and
Yeah.
we get spit out in the lobby, and then there's
Okay, so then we could try it after the first room, theoretically.
Yeah, and the reason why I say that the Mage Hand thing is
Saves us in action.
Well, maybe that too, and that's a good point. But the was also when you were talking about having maybe the spider or maybe your little device thing or something, right? It'll at least maybe just give us that understanding. So if we didn't want to send an invisible person in there, that's all I mean, right?
Well, I'm thinking we send an invisible person in with the device that like chirps or fucking farts or something, right? And they can they can make the noises invisibly.
Right, but you
no.
don't want to do that.
Yeah, the point is to be stealthy.
And risk
Don't
their
wanna be
lives.
discovered.
Yeah, we want them to risk their lives because they look like they got the cushiest health bar over there.
So, sounds like you guys have been planning for quite some time. I know there's been some different ideas bandied about here. Obviously, no idea is going to be perfect because you don't know what's going on inside of the area. So, I think I heard somebody say send an invisible person inside to scope the area out. I would say just from what you guys are experiencing right now, that's probably a good idea, just to get you something or some kind of eyes inside, right? So you know what you're expecting once you go in. So are you guys feeling like that's what you want to do? Are there other ideas that immediately jump to mind to start moving forward?
No, Adam, I think we're pretty set on our plan. I think we have a plan A and plan B. Plan A is to send someone in invisible, and if there's people, they come back and get us, and we send in the spider and an invisible person. That's our plan. And then
I don't
everyone.
like the spider idea. I think that just.
Oh, you don't like the spider idea?
I don't think there's any value to it now.
I think if we're sending in the spider, we might as well just blitz it with the whole team, right? Because the spider is gonna tip them off.
I guess that's true. Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
I just like
Spider
the
is
spider as a
beneficial
way to
because
blow
web.
fireball,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, if there's no invisible person there with them is the idea, though, Hugo. That's the challenge.
Yep. We're gonna make
be
Spectre
afraid
the
to use that
invisible person.
Yeah, don't be afraid to use that damn spider though, because that web ability may save our asses. Just thinking out loud.
Right, but is there a better use of that spell slot if you have just a few remaining? So.
Oh, it's just
It's a magic
item.
Oh,
Sure,
that's
just-
true. Yeah, that's true.
But it might also cast web. I have web as well, so I could theoretically keep people away, but you got to get them away from it in the first place, you know.
Does anybody have a dagger I could borrow?
I think I established last time that I did not, in fact, which is very funny to me.
I do. I've got a dagger.
Perfect. Because if I'm gonna switch my armor over, then I'll have melee attacks, but having a dagger will also give me access to green flame blade as well.
I have one as well. I have a short sword if you want it.
Short sword would be fine. Or dagger.
My
Either one.
dagger's never been used except to cut, some fishing.
Fish.
Yeah.
Either one is fine, guys. Whichever one you guys can go without more is fine with me. With my other armor is got thunder gauntlets. Here, I'll just post a. So essentially, it's 2 melee attacks. It does thunder damage, and it causes disadvantage. But having that green flame blade would give me the ability to attack 2 people at once. So I'm just trying to think, because if I'm switching my armor, I'm probably running melee point on our attacks.
Yeah, and if you're gonna do that, just take the short sword then. I mean, it's not much, but it's something, right?
I do have a +8 to my athletics too, so I should be able to grapple some people, hopefully.
All right. Hugo pulls out his short sword and hands it over.
Okie dokie. Thank you, Hugo.
All right, would you guys say you're pretty solid with your plan to the point that you're good with completing the hour and applying the short rest?
There's one more thing I want to mention. Are we doing this like immediately after the short rest, or are we going to try to wait a couple hours to have them like reset?
We could wait wait another hour after our short rest. We won't be in the rope, but that's fine.
Yeah, that expires at the end of the short rest. But I mean,
Adam, real quick, from my memory, finesse weapons means you can use strength or dex, correct?
Correct.
Oh, by the way, during that whole hour that we're sitting in there talking, I had to take my armor off, so you guys would have easily seen Roland no armor at that point. And I think Adam has a token if you want to show him, Adam.
Actually, I gave you the ability to change whenever you want to. So if you're a member, if you click your token, you'll have the ability to change to the other version. That allows you to slip your helmet on or off.
Which one is it? How do I do that? Oh, I got it.
I thought you'd be taller.
There it is. Yeah, Roland is...
He's just a regular looking human.
he's just a dude.
He's 6'2". He's like 45. So he's a little bit older in age. You can see, obviously, he's got that cut over his lip there. Nothing like disfiguring about his face. So he keeps that helmet on all the time, primarily for the armor purposes. But yeah, he's not like ugly or anything.
I thought you had like cauliflower ears.
Yeah, when you said something earlier in regards to them not attacking you because you didn't have your helmet on, I just thought maybe they had a version to attacking ugly people. I didn't know.
Nope, he's just a soldier, right? If you remember, you guys met him in the council chambers for Baldur's Gate, so he is a tried and true Flaming Fist soldier. He eventually made his way to Quartermaster, which is where his artificer powers have been best put to use. And he was in Baldur's Gate with Older Ravengard during the whole fiasco when El Terrell got sucked in. So he's been around Ravengard for a long time, and he's trusted, I guess you could say, that he will report correctly, and follow his orders, and he's a good soldier.
Hey, isn't it me supposed to be the one doing the info dumps? Come on now.
That's all I can give you. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, you're trusted by them. We understand. Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe just leave the fiasco that just happened an hour ago out of your report. We'll tell them the good news after we succeed this time.
Your failures are also my failures, so yes, I understand.
Yeah. Stop doing that, Roland.
Loser.
You have yet to see me do it once.
We just got slapped around. You might need to call some of your buddies in. Send a battalion over here. We take this tower down.
Call it a Griffin strike?
Yeah.
Wait,
Tower busters.
Well, we do have a way of communicating with them directly, so just remember that. But he does use that sending stone. I think you guys saw it, but he makes reports back to him with that.
Speaking of that, do we have any way of communicating with Spectre when she's in there?
I'm not back in 18 seconds. If I'm not back in 12 to 18 seconds, you know what to do.
Leave.
All right.
That's funny. All right, so let's just brief overview of the plan. send in Spectre invisible. If Spectre comes back and then lets us know the layout of the next room, are we blitzkrieging or are we, just quietly moving in to search real quick and then moving to the next chamber? If there's enemies when Spectre arrives and she gets in trouble, we know to go in roughly 20 seconds or so if she does not come back and let us know immediately, right?
Yeah, I would say this isn't important, but I would say first is when Spectre is ready to go, we try Mage Hand first. Just throw that out there. So.
Well, we have to secure the first room.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot. Yeah, you're right. So.
All right. I believe in you, Spectre.
Thanks.
Be one with the shadows.
So we shall
Adam,
move
that's
forward
funny.
then.
What are horse problems?
So we shall move forward to the point where the short rest has completed. So I'll go ahead and click the short rest here. You guys can go ahead and set your HPs to max according to our house rules here. And the rope trick would fail at this point, so you guys would all
A few seconds before the rope trick fails, we climb down so we don't take falling damage.
You won't take any fall damage, but just for funny's sake, you just unceremoniously fall to the ground.
Dump. I'll just get like extra planner farted out. I don't gain anything back on a short rest. Does anybody? Spells wise?
Yes, I gained a 3rd level and a 2nd level back.
Okay, that's good.
I got
What do you
Wild
have?
Shape, Channel Divinity, Spirit Totem.
Yeah, let's do a weapon check real quick. I got 2 level 2s.
I have
Or
1
two.
level 1, 1 level 2, and a bow with infinite ammunition.
Are you
I got-
full for 2?
No, but I'm trying to figure out how to say it without, levels and stuff, right?
I'm doing okay. I've only cast like 1 fireball and 1 firewall or something like that. I'm okay.
Oh, okay. So you got plenty to work with. What about you?
I got a little bit of the little magic. I got
I
most
feel
of
my
most of the second one up above that.
So your mana bar is like halfway full?
Yeah, then a little bit of the bigger ones.
So
I do have my one big one though, still in there, still locked in the chamber.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
well,
we're
we
not,
need that one to get home.
we're not completely tapped. That's good. And don't forget, Hugo, reset your HP. Your bar looks low.
Yes.
Let's do this. All
Are
right.
we doing this now, or are we waiting
get
some
my-
time?
Action surge back. Second wind back. We're gonna wait a little bit, right? Lull them into the complacency.
Or let them set up in a more strategic location, depending on how you look at it. But yeah.
Yeah, maybe Gale will pop up by then. Who knows? Well, he's really sad about this sword thing.
I'm going to wait this next hour, Adam, just like standing patrol, pacing these 2 spots in front of the teleporter. And if anybody steps onto that thing, I want to be able to react quickly.
All right, you will try. And to Hugo's earlier thought, if I had to guess, I would say nay.
Is that a horse joke?
Not at all,
Good
of course
one.
not. All right, so I think the plan is casting invisibility onto Spectre. Is that right? And who is doing that?
Well, we're gonna wait an extra hour, Adam. Did the secondary hour pass uneventful?
Okay. So yeah, sorry, missed that part. So you're just waiting an hour as you're standing here, just kind of relaxing and keeping your eyes peeled.
Yeah, that's why I'm patrolling the portal.
Yeah. I'm looking out for the Gorgon.
You haven't seen the Gorgon or even heard it from here, and this additional hour does indeed pass.
Perfect. Well, Spectre, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Do you
It's less
want
an hour,
Pass Without
right?
Trace too, or should I?
No,
save my
because then you would
slots?
have to come with me. I would
Oh.
tell. Yeah.
So I reach down to like where my wrist is, and like my gauntlet spreads open, and I pull a small like opal out, and I kind of crush it real quickly, and I sprinkle the dust over you, and I'm going to cast invisibility. And as it falls over you, like it starts at your head, and it goes to your body, then your feet, and then you're fully invisible.
Don't get it in my eyes.
Well, you have to shut your own eyes, damn it.
You never get it in a girl's eyes. Let's go. Alright, so I'm invisible now?
We will go ahead and add that icon to you, but yes, you are now invisible.
Alrighty. So,
Good luck out there.
yeah.
I do just want to clarify to you, Adam, I've switched over my armor as well, so I'm in the Guardian mode.
Okay.
So I haven't used any of my defensive fields, so those are all fully charged. So
Okay, Spectre, you are invisible. Are you stepping into the portal?
I would like to do so carefully and stealthily.
You wonder what
Slides
the
on her
best way to
belly.
stealthily enter a portal is, and you try it. We'll see how it works. All
I
right,
am
Low.
invisible.
you appear in the area that you are familiar with based on where you have already been here. You are currently invisible. Give me a blind check, please.
Okay. I'm pretty good at these.
Yeah, he's blind. Yeah.
As you enter the portal, you notice that there's not much that has changed about this room, but as you're just kind of cocking your head and glancing around, you hear
What do I hear? I'm sorry, what?
you hear a cough
Can I tell which direction it came from?
above you.
Do I... Which one?
Hard to
Can I
say.
tell? Okay. Knowing that there are people on the balcony, I would like to slowly move off, half speed, etc. I will go... Still invisible. I'm still invisible, right? Like the lights in here aren't magical and like dispelling my shit. I look down and see if I'm invisible.
You cannot see yourself.
Okay. So I'm gonna keep going until I can kind of sort of see up on the balcony.
So if you'll recall, you had to be north of the table last time to be able to see like a chest or above on the balcony.
Okay. I get here.
All
Do
right,
I see anybody?
You do indeed, yes. You see that there are two individuals that you can see, one here and one here, and they are both looking down towards the portal.
Okay. Can I get a look at them? Did they look like the guy who went down like a fucking chump, or did they look like the more esteemed spellcasters?
They look like chumpettes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna follow the plan because, well, actually, there's only two of them.
I think his exact words are, "You can see too."
Yeah. Okay. I can see two of them. I can't see the whole balcony. I'm not stupid enough to go up there on my own, so I'm gonna stealthily go back to the portal and see if I can hit the right triangle one without being noticed.
All right, another blind check for me as you are whisked away.
I've lost myself. Oh, there I am. So I'll come off the portal and I will say they have two patsies.
Holy
stationed on the
shit.
balcony.
Oh,
Yeah, hey, what's up? There's two sentries on the balconies above the entrance. I think if we go quickly enough, we can get rid of them before they can alert anybody.
I can stay on the panel and catch anybody that tries to rush in.
As a reminder, when we used the portals on the balconies, it only took the only thing we could do was come back to the main floor, right? There wasn't other buttons that could go to other floors up there.
There were no buttons up there, if you remember. Only teleportation circles on the ground. There was no panels associated with those.
Okay. If I was spotted, I don't know if I was or not, but they were watching the portal. They'll just be able to use their pads up there to get on the pad. Blocking it doesn't really do anything.
I see. So we need to go in quickly, get on the balcony, and take them both.
There's one on each at least one on each balcony.
So I would ask this: are you able to go in invisible? Maybe toss a coin somewhere or something like that to distract them. Maybe, that way there, if they have like a ready to action or something, maybe their eyes get diverted or something like that.
They're not allowed to ready actions outside of combat.
Well, yeah, but I guess they wouldn't have a sneak attack on us or whatever, but they are in cover or something. But I'm just wondering if maybe there could be something that could be distracting to them. And I don't think it'd be best for all of us to go in at once. Maybe whoever has the best AC, after Spectre, because we don't want Spectre to lose her invisibility, right? So if she attacks, then she loses that invisibility. So it may be better to have like one go in, run, another go in, run kind of thing, right? But the first person may get a couple bolts.
It's tricky because either one of them could click their button and go to any other room.
They don't have a button up there. They would have to first come down.
I see. So if that's the case, then what if what I was trying to say earlier, instead of the panel, I think I just used my words wrong. I'll stay by the teleporter, like on the actual teleporter, right? And that means that if any of them get the ability to take off, then I can bring them back quickly. As it's risky, but we can't have them getting away.
Just doing a really quick rule review because I know this is kind of a unique situation. As a reminder, to touch one of the sigils on the panel is an interact with object. You can touch it from any of the 4 squares of the teleportation circle. However, in this case, let's say the panel is actually on this south wall here. If you are prone in one of the northern squares, you cannot reach it. You have to be able to stand to touch it. If you're prone in one of the southern squares, you can reach it. If 2 people occupy the same space and one of them ends their turn in that space, that person falls prone. So basically, all 4 squares are legitimate to touch the panel. You cannot touch the panel outside of the 4. So anywhere outside of it, you cannot reach the panel. But again, any of these 4 you can, and even if you're prone in these 2, you can still reach the panel. And if you're standing in these 2, you can. Any questions on that?
No, but as far as the group goes, I think we need to take these guys out. I don't think we're looking to go into another room until these guys are dead.
Right, but I'm guessing you guys are going to try to prevent them from using the portal, which you've seen this is what they did last time, right? So I just want to make sure there's no confusion as to the different ways that they could activate the panel.
We're going to prevent them from using the panel by fucking
killing them.
That would work too.
Justicing them.
By deading them, yep.
Justice.
The strongest crowd control is death.
All right,
unless they spotted me using the portal, in which case they've already alerted the entire.
So
complex again.
Let's
and if
think
that happens, we leave.
Yeah. So let's think about this real quick, just from a player perspective. I think we send Spectre. Losing her invisibility is too valuable right now, so we don't need Spectre going in and attack. So we send in 2 ranged and myself. 2 ranged run all the way to the north side so they can attack up on the balconies. I'll stay by the teleporter and I'll see if I can grapple or hold or restrain anybody that tries to maybe escape before we can let them go. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll be arranged.
I could be arranged too, so.
Perfect. And then Armini, you're there to make sure none of us die?
I would say maybe Armini comes in like 5 seconds later or something.
If we could use the teleporter that many times.
Well, maybe that's a
True.
good point. If they come in after us, that does burn a usage of the teleporter circle, so it may allow us to
Oh,
have
trust me,
a round advantage.
We've been talking for so long. This thing here is reset like 15 times.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
In initiative, though, right? So if in initiative and Harmony arrives during initiative, that takes 1 use of the 3 uses per round out of the initiative, is what I'm saying.
And also keep in
So-
mind that if you're on the portal and then you're going to be taken with them. So it's probably better that we. I mean,
Move
it's
away
contextual,
from it.
Right? If you want to pursue them, then that
No.
might be a way to stop them from getting away. But these rooms are kind of small, so whatever room they're going to is probably the room with the most reinforcements.
Yeah,
So,
I agree. I'm gonna
I-
scatter off of that thing as soon as we
I
get
think
on.
I think you walk in there with your movement, and then walk off of it with the rest of your movement, and then go from there.
Well, yeah, and I would just, I mean, that all makes sense, but I would say that in regards to movement, you're right. I mean, 5 feet though may make a big difference, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to stand right here, and when we go, maybe, you know, if there's 3 of us or whatever that goes, I was kind of thinking go at the same time kind of thing, and then scatter.
Yeah, you'll want to go at the same. Well, do we want to go
Yeah.
at the same time? Because
Not everybody.
I
I
say
was
you,
thinking maybe.
Spectre goes first,
I
and
thought
then
Spectre
the
was
3 of
going.
us, and then Harmony next.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
So you do want me to go in and attack them? I'm confused.
No, I
No.
wouldn't attack. I would just say to get in there, right? Just in case. I mean, we still need you in there just in case.
Yeah.
Scatter
Well, why
out in case
don't
some
me and-
shit's changed.
Why don't me and Spectre go together?
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
you're not invisible.
Right. I mean, I was thinking after you guys, but
yeah,
Oh.
I mean, that's not a bad idea either.
All right. I'm fine with it. You ready, Roland?
Roland like slams his 2 gauntlets together, and you see this like little small thunderous discharge, and he kind of shakes his head at you. Let's kick some ass.
All right,
Okay, so
Kurtu.
I understand, the 3 of you, Roland, Hugo, and Kurtu, are going in and trying to kill these 2 guys.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
correct?
Yeah, obviously. Duh.
I'm not saying this in character. I'm making so the idiot behind the screen, that is to say me, understands what's about to happen.
Yes, 2
Strike
waves.
Force.
Two waves. Strike Force Alpha is me, Kurtu, and Hugo. Kurtu and Hugo are running ranged. I'm going to stay by the teleporter. Then you 2 are going to show up, I don't know, a couple seconds after us onto the teleporter as well. But that way we can at least get the fight going quickly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay,
I'm going to
got
just use my full movement to try to go north, is what I was said to do. So,
All right. And I'll break out a little to the right.
Honestly, Bill, if you can hit both, I don't know if we want to waste a fireball, but if you can hit both.
I'm not going to fireball. I'm magic missile. I'm not going to miss one of the. I don't think they have a lot of hit points, but I'd rather burn a level 1 than a fireball
Sure.
on a few.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Yeah, I
and then
get
with magic missile, I don't have to worry about partial cover and everything.
you. Yeah,
So,
I understand.
Good plan. All
I
right.
mean, they look like fireballs, even
I'm
though
gonna-
they're not.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up one. Roland, you can trade spaces with me if you want, or whoever has the least amount of movement can trade spaces with me, so that you have the most space possible to get in there and fuck them up.
Kurtu, you got 25 or 30?
30.
30.
All right.
I have short legs, but they're fast.
Let's do
And I
it.
got my super sneakers on.
I think, just speaking on this real quick, guys, well, the minute we step onto this particular teleporter, it takes us, so we all 3 need to step on it at the same time. But remember what he said about occupying the same space. So maybe one of you needs to jump to that space.
Yeah, you will remember from before, as long as you don't dawdle, if you walk to that other space, you can get there before it triggers.
Perfect. I just wanted to clarify so we didn't immediately have a stumble in our plan.
Yep. Nope, that's a good clarification.
All right.
All right.
Let's full
Ready?
send this, boys.
There we
How do you guys
go.
wanna play
Feel
the
free
next
to
game?
put yourself on the portal where it is that you're trying to go, right? You're walking there briskly, and that's the space you want to be when it triggers and takes you in. Now, again, from a mechanical perspective here, I think I heard Spectre and Harmony are waiting like 5 seconds, which I'm interpreting as 6 seconds, meaning if it's initiative right away, you guys wouldn't get in until round 2.
Yeah.
Would that
Spectre and
break-
Harmony, are you agreeing with that?
Would that make me lose my Dread Ambusher round?
The hope is that you
technically,
don't need
yes.
to use it.
Yeah, I mean, technically, yes, because you're not in round 1 of combat. So we
It's,
wouldn't.
I think it says my first turn.
If you want to
Hang on.
post it, if it says that, then I would give it to you.
Yeah, let me find it.
And
My
just to
hope is you don't
clarify,
need to use it though. So
Yeah. And I do have invisibility one more time, so if you do need to break it, don't feel like you have to just not break it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's really important that we kill these guys before they get away. So if I
Yeah,
have
that's
to-
priority 1.
In which case, I should probably just go in with you guys. Hang on, I'm trying to find it.
no, because if they cast like a fireball on us or something, well, I guess it doesn't matter.
They're not the fireball guys, though. I don't think.
Yeah, we don't know. So
Well, if the question is if they've got a held action.
It says at the start of your first turn, which I interpret to mean if I'm not in initiative the first round, then round 2 is my first round.
I would agree with you.
Okay.
All right, so we're good. You guys, everyone knows what they're doing, right?
Let's
Yes,
roll.
one last recap. You guys are going in. Harmony and I are waiting 1 round and then coming in after you.
Yep.
truth.
All right, so let's do that. So you guys, the 3 of you step.
Harmony,
on
get
those
next to me.
areas. You guys get whisked away. Once you get whisked away, I'm going to go ahead and lock tokens. So the moment you get whisked away here, guys, we're going to enter initiative order.
Watch them beat you in initiative, and then this whole thing is pointless.
It would suck. Big old testicles. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Adam, can I use my inspiration to force them to re-roll?
No, but you can use your inspiration for you to reroll.
I mean, the only way I beat them is a natural 20. I guess it's worth a shot, I suppose. Yeah, we're fucked.
Not necessarily. They could just all aim at you.
Well, they're not gonna aim at us, bro. They're gonna land on the teleporter
Yeah,
pad
they're gonna
and
go to the
take us all
teleporter
with
pad.
them, and we're
I
gonna
know. I'm
immediately.
just having fun.
Yeah, so I didn't do better, Adam.
Okay, so let's see. What did you have originally?
I just went from a 15 to a 14.
Okay, yeah, so it's still got you at the 15, so we'll keep that there. Okay, so yes, as you guys suddenly appear, you'll notice there's like an individual peering over the balcony, looking down upon you. As Spectre has shared that information, you're able to, kind of glance up as you hear a gasp, and you see this one turns and says, "They're here! They're here!" And you hear the sound of movement. All right, Kurtu, your turn.
Adam, I remember from the video, but I can't remember the whole thing. That there was like underneath or something like that in regards to.
Yes, so these are balconies that you're seeing in the southwest and the southeast corner of the room. So technically you can walk under them, but because Roll20 doesn't do 3D very well, the dynamic lighting blockers are in there, so you can't see what's atop of them right now. But if you want to say, hey, I walk under them, I'm going to probably put you as close to it as you can, and then we will assume whatever distance you say you want to be under them, you are.
And did I hear the movement or the yelling from any particular balcony?
It is, I would say, crescendoing all around you as though it's coming from multiple places.
All right, Adam, I don't remember the layout to get on top of the balcony, but I'll go ahead and kind of move a little bit, but I may, if I go underneath or something, we'll just figure it out.
Right. So I don't know that they've told you that. I will say you don't see any stairs, you don't see ladders or anything like that.
Okay, I'm going to do what we said. I'm going to go north.
All right, so
Do
you
I-
get to there and you do not see anybody on the balcony. So basically you can look up and see the balcony. There's no one right up against the edge of the balcony or leaning over that you can see.
Okay, then what I'm going to do is if I see somebody, I'm going to ready an action. I'm going to use my action to ready a firebolt. I was hoping to see somebody for magic missile, but I'll ready that action instead.
All right, so you get ready to cast Firebolt if you see an enemy. Okay,
Truth.
Roland.
And I yell,
Get all 15 of you over! We're ready to fight them!
Yeah, I mean, we're sticking to the plan. So Roland's going to dip underneath this balcony a little bit here, Adam, and he is going to ready an action to... Yeah, I don't like this situation in the slightest. He's gonna stay here, right where he's at, Adam, because I guess we talked about this. There's no panel. Is the panel on this one, and which square is it in? Can I see?
So the panel is essentially in between these two squares, right against the back wall.
Okay, perfect.
You
So what I'm gonna
cannot
do?
reach it if you're not on the circle, though. Remember that.
No, I understand. My goal is that I'm hoping that of the two squares, they land on this one to touch the panel, maybe, or one of these two. But I'm gonna try to grapple a cultist that lands on the teleporter pad the minute I see them.
Okay, so you're ready. Now, again, remember, grapple just sets your speed to 0.
They would still be able to reach the.
Yeah, I mean,
remember, dead is dead.
Do we remember where they pop out when they use the teleporter?
I would say, based on your previous experience, it seems like if there's a free space, they go to that one. I don't think you guys have seen it when there's multiple free spaces or not. Likely, you're assuming that they will get to decide which square they pop into.
I'm gonna just quickly look at Hugo and say, Hugo, you have to kill the guy on the other one. I don't know what you need to do, but I'm going for this one, and I'm gonna try to climb up onto the balcony right here, Adam.
Okay, so let me just double check how far up that is. I know it's not hard climb, so it's not going to be a check. It's
I
just
think he
how
said
much...
8 feet.
Yes, it's 8 feet. Yeah, and you don't have a climb speed, so that's going to take you basically, call that 20 feet of movement. It would be 16, but we round up. So that's going to be 20 feet of movement to climb up.
Perfect. Can you move me up there so I can see?
All right, as you step up, hang on. As you step up here, you notice 2 people are currently prone. They're sort of leaning against the edge of the balcony. So they're prone, their backs are against the balcony. You can see they're getting ready to move as this call that, hey, there's something going on just occurred. And as a reminder, the teleportation square is right here. And
cool.
just
And I remember
this might be important, I'm actually going to make a small version of that and put it in each spot.
Okay. And is this the kind that you just step on, or does that one have a panel as well?
It does not have a panel.
Perfect. Okay, the priority for us was to beat these guys quickly on this. It's like important for us to not be caught right away. So I'm thinking I might need to burn that spell I got, because there's now 3 of these sons of guns up here. All right, Adam, I'm gonna throw a shatter.
Okay, yep, that one's on our smart AoE, so feel free to cast that and place it where you like.
That would be good enough to get this guy, right, Adam?
I believe so, yeah, that looks like he's definitely in that square, yes.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna drop it just right there. Fingers crossed, guys, here we go.
Come on.
Big bang.
All right, so the first guy is wounded badly. He looks near death. The second one succeeds and is only slightly wounded. The third one is hurt and then flung from the force of the shatter over the balcony, where he then lands down below. Go ahead and throw me another d6. That will be fall damage as he hits the ground. All right, so your shatter has gone off and wounded all 3 of them. Actually, the first one, he failed as well, so he will go over the balcony. Don't worry about damage, because as he hits, you hear the sickly sound of a neck breaking.
Okay, perfect. And then I'm just gonna move into engagement with this guy, I suppose, for now, and end my turn, Adam.
Hey, first of all, Dylan, I'll say that yeah, had to use it in that case, right? I
Yeah.
know that was a debate, but
I
hey,
didn't think there was 2 more up there,
yeah. Hey, Adam, am I able to? I see the furniture and everything here, so am I able to use the firebolt on this guy, or is he kind of under too much cover for my ready to
You
action?
could use it as he was falling, maybe.
So I would say that, but I don't. I guess the thing is because I already told you the guy died, and 2 of them actually got flung. The closer one I feel is like probably the one you would have went for. But if you didn't know, so I guess I'll just put it to you. Try not to use metagame knowledge, but if I said 2 guys fling over, one looks near dead, one doesn't, who would you target?
Well, to be honest, I probably wouldn't target any of them if they were being flung over. I was just not sure if maybe, afterwards kind of thing, if I could see one guy still moving or whatever. So
Yeah, okay, I would say no then. So you
Yeah.
see, you don't take it. Now again, if I believe the way ready works is if it occurs again, your trigger occurs again, then you could use it. So on this
yeah,
guy's turn,
that's fine.
okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
that's
so
fair enough.
He will stand up from prone. Now that will trigger your ready to action. You are shooting past the table and these chairs, so he will have cover. So you can go ahead and take your shot.
Yeah, I just haven't rolled dice for a couple of weeks, so I'm not going to miss.
Oh, of
is my
course. That's
hope.
how that works.
Nice.
Unfortunately, your firebolt will strike into the chair just west of the table, singeing it and not make it to him.
Do you have
Yeah.
inspiration, Bill?
Yeah, I was just going to use that, but also I was going to say I did hit Adam. I didn't really say I was going to hit a person. I just said I was
That's
going to
true.
hit.
You did.
Yeah, but I am going to use my inspiration.
All
'Cause
right, you
why
bring your
not, right?
inspiration. Go ahead and re-roll. Unfortunately,
Hold on. That chair, I hated that chair.
all right, that's double 3. That's how you want to start your dice day. Okay, so he stood up from prone. He's then going to move 5, 10. He's going to move to here, and then he is going to cast a spell. And Hugo, I will need a wisdom saving throw. All right, that is a 12. All right, you will succeed on the save. You feel your body start to tense up, but it does not. And he will get to there. And then Hugo, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna toll the dead on that guy.
All right, go ahead and throw your Toll of Dead and a spell effect roll. All right, he will be affected by that. 17 points of necrotic damage. He looks near death.
Ugh, near death. Dang. Well, near death. Man. I can't. I'm gonna action surge and just toll the dead on him again.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Do it.
because you automatically do at least half damage, he is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Worth it, bro.
We killed the boss.
You'll all die if you come this way towards the teleporter. Better to throw down your weapons.
All right, you
and
shout
he
this
will-
out. You don't know if it has any effect or not.
He's gonna move off the teleporter, actually.
Okay.
So over to where Kirchu is. And he can't see anybody at the other balcony.
From there, no, you can't see anybody from there.
Okay. Yeah, that's the end of his turn.
All right, before that guy's turn, on the other balcony, Roland, you will notice a person stand up as though they were leaning against, similar to the ones on this side. Stands up, and from there he will cast a spell at you, and I will need a wisdom saving throw.
All right. I'm going to burn a reaction hero point at him.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
You manage to succeed on this, so you feel your body tense up momentarily, but it does not. He will then step here, and when he does, he is suddenly whisked to here. Once he gets here, he is going to use his interact with object to touch the panel.
Can we say that we're looking at what he's touching?
From that distance, I don't think you'd be able to see which one it is that he touched. Let's see. Then that guy's turn. Okay. He is going to step here and go through the portal to appear here. And he will cast a spell. And this will be on Hugo. Dexterity saving throw, please.
Can I use a hero point reaction on this?
Yeah, as long as you still have your reaction, yeah, sure.
Yep. All right. Oh, do we get hero points back at short rests or no?
No, that's only long rest.
Okay. Oof.
Alright, you will fail this save. You notice as he points at you, this radiant energy falls down upon your head, and you will take 6 points of radiant damage. After that hits you, he's going to use his interactive object to touch the panel and disappear. Alright, and then the next turn, once again, Roland, you're going to notice an individual stands up. Once they stand up, they are going to cast a spell on you, Roland. Wisdom saving throw.
Before it potentially takes over me, I'm going to say, stop popping up!
You are held, which means you become incapacitated, which means you lose concentration. Spectre, you suddenly feel visible.
Alright, Harmony, we gotta go.
Then he will step through the portal and come here, interact with object to go through.
All right, that's
now
2.
we're at the top of the next round, and we will now add Spectre and Harmony into the initiative. And then Harmony, go ahead and throw me a second roll. Alright, that's exactly the same. So initiative is what it is. Okay, we are at the top of the round. That guy's dead, so I'm going to remove him. This one's turn. He will step through the portal, come down here. This is a new round. So he is going to touch with interact with object to appear up here. So actually, no, I'm sorry. So he used interact with object. Oh no, on these ones you don't have to. Yep, so that's right. So interact with object. He gets up to here and he is going to attack you, Roland. So defensive roll at disadvantage. All right, yeah. So even though you're unable to move, your armor protects you as he swings, just clashes into your armor, seemingly having no effect. We move to Kurtu's turn.
Adam, of course, dynamic lighting being what it is, can I see any of them because they're standing up or anything?
From where you're at now, no. The further north you go, the more likely you are to have a visibility to the balcony. All right, once you step to that first square that you went to, you can see only the heads of 2 figures here. One's Roland, and it looks like he is unmoving, and the other is an individual who has a scimitar in hand and is swinging it at Roland.
Guy's just stabbing my armor, but it doesn't seem like it's working.
All right, Roland, high or low?
I'm stunned. I can't answer you. Low. Go low, I guess. I just...
Oh, it's you. I cast Magic Missile on Roland. Sorry.
1v1?
Yeah, he said low, so I wanted to make sure that happened for him. All right, Adam, I'm going to go ahead and cast Magic Missile on the other guy's head.
Okay, and just level 1 magic missile?
Yeah, that's all it is.
All right, so that'll be 12 damage. As all 3 of those fiery-looking darts strike into him, he drops to the ground.
Okay, and I So that's my action. I don't think it'll matter anything, Adam, how big these chairs are, but I know how much these chairs like to take damage anyway. So I'm going to go ahead behind this chair and maybe pull it up over my head for, whatever. What basically I'm wondering if I can if I can kind of crouch down a little bit to get a little bit of cover.
So you will have cover just standing there based on the table and the chairs, but if you wish to drop prone, you would have even better cover from attacks coming from your south.
Yeah, okay, I'll drop prone because I'm planning on staying in my position. So
okay, so you drop prone. We'll go ahead and throw that icon on you. Okay, so top of the round, Roland, you're currently paralyzed, can't do anything. Your turn ends. New wisdom save.
Right, here we go.
All right, you managed to shake off the paralysis. You're no longer paralyzed. Okay, Spectre, your turn.
Seeing that invisibility drops means something is going wrong, so Spectre's going to step into the portal.
All right, you step into the portal and are whisked away to here.
All right. Do I hear the sounds of battle anywhere?
At this exact moment, no.
Kurt yells, "They're up there on..." I kind of point. Well, he can't see me, I'm prone, but, they're up top!
The balcony.
Okay, so I'm going to... That was 5 feet of movement to get here. It didn't take my interact with object to...
Not on the one outside, no.
Yeah. Then, not knowing how many times the portal has been used, Spectre is going to try to interact with object, slam the double chair one to get up here.
So you're going to push the right chair of the double chair, and you will appear up here. So from there, you look across the other balcony. You can see Roland's head and shoulder area. And from that angle, you probably can see more actually mid up to his head. But you don't see anybody else over there.
Okay. Then I'm going to step off this thing just in case it warps me somewhere else. And I will... come over to the edge of the balcony and ready an action to shoot a bad guy if I see him. So looking down into the area, expecting maybe some guys to pop up in the thing. Dynamic lighting prevents me from being able to see them, so I will just trust people to tell me if that happens.
Okay, so essentially you're keeping your eyes focused down at the portal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Assuming I didn't see any other enemies in the room. I didn't think I did. But
You don't
again,
think so,
vision
no?
blocking, yeah, okay.
Okay, Hugo, your turn.
Okay, Hugo's gonna do the plan and move over here, and ready in action to, I guess, firebolt any enemy he sees.
Okay.
That's the end of his turn.
Kurtu looks over at Hugo, thumbs up, "Yay, we're winning!"
They're gonna be coming through.
Okay, Armony, your turn. I assume you're stepping into the portal?
Yeah, I guess I'll burn the last trip.
So stepping onto this portal doesn't cause any uses or anything like that of the portal.
Oh, sweet. Awesome.
All right, you appear here.
Okay. I'm going to step off. And I say, where are they?
They're not here. We need to follow them. Let's chase them.
They went through.
Well, we need to all go together then. So we should, if there's no one here left, we should break combat and pick a room and go.
Okay. I'll come back here and hold my action to I was gonna cast Giant Spider, but I'll wait until we're in a room with enemies.
Okay.
And I will press a button as soon as someone tells me what button to press.
Okay, so you're ready your action that if one of your allies tells you to push a button, you're going to push that button.
That was readying my interact with objects.
Unfortunately, you have to use your action to ready an action. So.
Well, they can press the button then. I'll just hold my action to cast Giant Spider.
And what is the trigger to cast Giant Spider?
When I'm in a room with enemies.
Okay, got it.
Kurtu yells,
Get off the portal!
I thought you said we're chasing them.
Yeah, they're not coming back, Kurtu. We need to go after them.
We need to spend like a round regrouping and
yeah,
get
that's
ourselves on
what
the
I'm
portal,
thinking.
and
Just
then-
out of character. Just remember, Kurtu's prone. It's going to take him a couple to get over there. So, I mean, don't
I'll
want to
get
take a
back
chance
up.
of someone portaling in and then portaling you solo out.
Okay, so now that's been 5. I think I'm out of movement at this point. So
Okay. Anything
I
else
guess-
on your turn, Amy?
actually I'll dash instead.
Okay.
Actually, to just here. And I'm ready to follow whatever everyone else does.
Okay, so top of the next round. Now, in the essence of time, are you guys all trying to rush down to the portal?
I think we need to organize. I'm not planning on just rushing. I mean, I have to stand prone, but it's going to take me 2 turns to get there unless I dash and everything like that. And I think that we need to.
We need to. The only way to salvage this is to regroup, spend a round regrouping, and then all go together. Like break combat, start a new one.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I think that's what he's asking. He's asking, do we want to speed up initiative to get to all of us on the teleporter at the same time?
Right. So let me maybe make it a little bit more clear. If you guys say we're trying to get there as quickly as we can, I'm going to calculate how long that's going to take, just a rough estimation, and get you there. If you say no, we just want to wait here and discuss what to do next, then I'm assuming you're spending even more time. Because right now you're in a very time-sensitive point.
We're chasing them, or trying to.
We're hitting.
Okay.
We're hitting the yellow button.
So you're all agreeing then you're trying to get down to the portal as quickly as possible.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I misunderstood. Because it's going to take me. I got to stand up, things like that. So.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit out of combat. Obviously, Roland, you'll be able to stop onto the portal, get there. That'd be very easy. Spectre, you'll be able to do the same, get there pretty easily. Harmony, you'll be able to get there easily. Hugo, you'll be able to get there easily. Stand up from prone, 5, 10, 15, even if you 5, 10, 15. So yes, that's a whole nother round that's passed by. I would say, Kurtu, you can get there, and you're 10 feet of speed down, right? But it won't necessarily matter. But again, you've basically spent over a round and a little bit of change to get here. Is there anything else immediately you're doing before you guys touch one of the symbols?
Hey, you
We're
two.
picking a symbol.
Yeah, symbol guy or wizards. Y'all need to throw your big boy spells. Start blowing some motherfuckers up.
All right.
I'll say this. I'll say, Hugo, do you still have Fireball?
I do.
If they're close, you cast close. I cast farther if it matters.
All right.
And the reason why I say that is because yours doesn't kill us, right? Or mine.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll make sure you don't get burnt.
Oh, I'm not worried about it for me. I like fire. I mean, it's like taking a bath. But I don't like baths. But
All right, hit it.
Which
All
one are
right,
we
so
hitting?
I've
Flame
given a
one for
round.
fireball.
I've given a round of time to all the enemies and adjusted things based on that additional round passing by. And yes, that's the big question now. Which button are you pushing?
I think flame for fireball. That's what I vote.
Flame. I want to see some new rooms.
Yeah, flame sounds good. I think, with the time that, it's only been about 20, 30 seconds. So either way, we might be able to get a jump on them. Unless they have like a
18.
They have like a fallback. Everybody to rectangle, which is what happened last time. If that's the case, then I say let's go to rectangle and start slinging some shit.
And
I don't think
We will
should
die
go
there.
Right there. Because they're all going to be piling in after us. The teleporter's going to go fucking crazy.
do we want to go ahead and also just say, hey, if it looks like a shit show, the first one who can push the button back here does that?
Yeah. This floor is the get out of jail free floor. We didn't want to take the uniforms or anything. I know you mentioned that earlier.
Let's
but
not spend
we don't
the
have time
to do that.
Yeah, let's hit it.
All right, so I heard flame. Is everyone agreeing with flame?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
I'll smash flame at him. I'll just
Roland, you
hit my
reach
gauntlet
out,
against.
You touch the flame sigil. It lights up. You are whisked away to here. Once you appear there, I will lock the tokens. The moment you come in, this individual here is shouting, "They're right behind us! Get ready! Get ready!" And that
Nice pick, boys.
That is where we will pause and take our 15-minute break.
Oh, they're all gonna die.
Nice.
All right, boys, get off the portal.
Yeah, let's not get honeysuckled into that again.
I just want to say this sounds like a Lucky Room, the cartoon. Thank you.
We shall find out on the other side. All right,
Let's
see
go.
you
I
guys all
can't
back
believe we
in
fucked
15.
that up again. Come on.
Welcome back, folks. We are in the second half of our session here. Team has just teleported into some danger, so let's get it over there.
Get it over with. Let's go.
So, team, as you've appeared here, we will go ahead and put on some, we will call this up-tempo music, as we know there's going to be something going on pretty quickly here. Let's try that one. Okay, so, yeah, team, let's go ahead and get everybody in initiative that is currently doing stuff.
I don't want to buy your Girl Scout cookies. No Thin Mints.
All right, so as you guys come through the portal, quick check. Remember, if you end your turn in the same square as somebody else, you do fall prone once you're in initiative. So I believe we have, just doing a quick check, yes, Army and Kurtu are stacked. Other than that, everybody should be in their own square. I will unlock the tokens, and Spectre, take it away.
All right, we're going to start bapping on the haters and on the hose. So I'm moving off the platform. I'm moving off the platform. I'm stuck.
Is that where you wanted to go?
Sure. And I will shoot this guy in front of me 3 times.
Okay.
Actually, how many spell slots do I have left? I'm not going to need Absorb Elements. I'm going to Hunter's Mark the guy first with my bonus action.
Okay.
So there's that, and then I attack him 3 times.
I don't think you'll need 3, brother.
I might. So 1,
First will hit,
2,
second will hit, and third will hit. You're not attacking at advantage or anything right now, right?
I am attacking at advantage because it's my first round as an assassin and he has not acted yet.
Okay, then all 3 of those definitely hit.
Alright, so first hit will be 12 plus 3 plus the 4 from the Hunter's Mark.
Okay,
So,
first hit
17.
wounds him.
Second shot damage is another 12
Wounds him a second time.
plus the
Oh, dang.
Hunter's Mark damage
Yep, go ahead and reroll that.
for 5.
Okay, he is wounded again.
Third shot will almost certainly kill him.
It certainly will, yes. He drops to the ground.
And then I will move here, creating the opportunity if they try to get cute to... Well, I guess I can't create the flank because I have a ranged weapon in hand. But that is okay. Actually, No, I'm gonna stay here and body block.
Okay.
Because we need to stop them from getting to the portal. And if I move down, they will be able to skirt in between us.
That is correct.
Yeah, so I am staying here.
Okay, Roland's turn.
Perfect. Adam, I know we just teleported in here super quickly, but could you just give me a general description of the room as I look around outside of the baddies?
Sure, yes. A large fireplace in the center of the room keeps this chamber warm and cozy, its smoke magically vented outside. About 2/3 of the skeleton of an adult dragon is laid out on the floor, curled around the fireplace. Yeah, so there's another part of that, but it has been changed based on your action. So yeah, that's what you see.
Okay, cool. The fireplace here, is it, I mean, I see the image. Is it like a big circle pit in the middle of the room kind of thing?
Yes.
Okay, well, with extra attack, I believe I'm allowed to change one of my attacks from attacks to shove. So can I run here and shove this dude into the fireplace?
You can sure try.
It's not Baldur's Gate 3, man. It's not gonna do like 20 fucking damage.
No, it won't, but it will at least give me a chance. I've got a plan, don't worry.
Okay, I'll trust you.
You play Baldur's Gate with me, you know I got plans.
Yeah, man,
Alright, I'm gonna...
why-
That's why you're a little worried? I'm gonna shove him into the fire pit, Adam.
Alright, so one of your attacks is a shove. Give me an athletics check, please.
Sure thing. I don't have enough damage to kill these guys on one round, but I'm thinking.
You try to shove him backwards, but he is able to evade your push.
Okay. So after he kind of evades my push, I'm gonna just straight up try to grapple him, Adam. See if I can grapple.
So athletics once again.
I'm gonna throw a hero point on this check.
Okay, we will add 2 to that. Yes, you do manage to grapple him.
Perfect. I'm about to pugilist style ground and pound this dude until he's dead, but that's all I got for my turn.
If
Sorry
you're
for the
grappling,
speaking
if
for
you're
my dog.
grappling him, you can move with him, right? You can push him. Can you do
can't
that?
push him, but you can move and drag him with you.
That's I guess theoretically what Spectre is saying is I could move to his square here and push him to this square and just hold him in the fire.
You could, yep.
And yeah, that's the game plan. Then Adam, I'm gonna burn this sucker.
Alright, back up once for me and I'll move him over. Alright, so you grab onto him and then you lift him essentially as you're pushing him forward, getting him into the flames.
Yeah, and you guys see as the flames and fire starts to hit his armor, you see this kind of protective field from his armor start to generate, and his armor of fire resistance starts taking a little bit of effect.
Okay, Harmony.
I'll move just for now so you can do your thing.
I'm gonna step off.
Alright, you've moved 5 feet so far.
That's totally off, right?
Yes.
Now, previously, those numbers on us meant there was more than one person, but I assume these numbers mean something
Those
else.
red numbers are simply for me tracking, as they all have spell slots, and I need to make sure I'm tracking them individually and making sure the correct people are using the slots, so you can ignore the red numbers.
Excuse me. Okay. Well, I'm going to summon a giant spider.
Alright, so once again, using the staff, you conjure a giant spider. And where would you like it to go?
In the fire, we're gonna eat it after we kick these guys' ass. Start
do
the
it up
roasting
to-
now.
You can do it up to 30 feet away from your enemy.
Well, I'd like to put it in between me and them. So, were you able to see?
So, like there-ish? Oh, you want to go up here? Okay. Yeah, and just confirm, you should be able to... I think I gave you access to this now, right?
Yep, looks like it.
Good deal.
And I'm gonna say, eat those people in front of you.
All right.
It'll act right after me, right?
Correct. Yep, so you've used your action. You're currently concentrating on it. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'm just double checking. I don't think so. You know what? Since I have it. Oh man, it's so hard to decide. Is this gonna be a hard fight?
Well,
Yeah.
personally, I think that, you know...
That's what.
Hey,
that's
Adam,
what
your
Harmony
mic cut
yells.
out.
Harmony yells to her team,
Yes.
Is this gonna
Yes.
be a hard fight?
Yes.
Hugo's about to
Harmony-
get fucked.
Harmony's going to summon the unicorn spirit.
We
Somewhere towards the middle of the room.
All right, go ahead and post that ability. Okay, so that is a bonus action. Okay.
Maybe right around here.
Okay, unicorn appears. Let me go ahead and set this up for you. Okay, so unicorn is up. You should be able to move it when you need to do so. I've go ahead and set an aura on it. Let me make sure everybody can see that aura. Okay, there you are.
The whole room, basically.
Cool. Always nice to have a little friend watching over us.
The unicorn or the spider?
Unicorn's the little friend. The spider's the big friend.
Gotcha. All right.
Okay. coaches.
Actually, yeah. Okay. Wait, it's the spider's turn, right?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yep, go ahead and make your spider attack, or as he would like. All right, and who was that directed at?
That was directed at number 4.
Okay, so even though that attack's at disadvantage, since it's at a ranged attack, a 17 will still hit, and the web connects, and he is now restrained by webbing.
And I assume that's an action, right?
That is, yes.
Okay. So I think now if the spider steps away, will it get an attack of opportunity? What
it
is
follows the same rules that you do, yes.
Alright, I'll just leave it there.
Okay, now we move.
Oh, I almost clicked in my turn again.
It wouldn't have done anything, you're good. So, Curfew, you're up.
So, Adam, in regards to the guy in the web, would I believe that if I cast Firebolt, that may actually dissolve the web? Catch it on fire or anything?
You think that if you set him on fire, that yes, it probably would burn the web.
Alright. Seeing that we've got Boba Fett down in the center there, I'm actually going to attack this guy here, number 3, Adam.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and actually I'll hero point this, just because I'm feeling unlucky right now for some unknown reason.
Okay.
Something about a chair. I don't really remember, but you know.
Okay, we will add 1 to this. Yes, that will hit. Okay, he will be singed badly from this attack.
And now I'm walking just over here. I'm just going to go ahead and spread out a little bit. So I'll go here over this dead body here, and I'll say, "Who's next?"
All right, this one's turn. He will cast a spell at you, Roland. I will need a wisdom saving throw.
Okie dokie. Reaction hero point. Does it take any damage from the fire?
At
The
the
end of
start
his
of his
turn,
turn, yeah. Go ahead and roll a d6. Yes, so the flames burn him a bit.
Cool. And there's the hero point and wisdom save.
All right, you will succeed. No effect to you on that. This one's turn. He will also cast a spell. He's going to target Armony, however. Armony, wisdom saving throw, please. Okay, Harmony, you will manage to succeed and suffer no effects from that. This one's turn. He will also cast a spell, and once again, Harmony, wisdom saving throw.
Nice.
Yes, not affected by that. This one's turn. He's going to move. Kurtu, you have no weapons in hand?
I don't know. Some people have called my fist weapons of steel, but nothing that you may consider. You know.
Fair enough. Okay, and then Spectre, you only have a crossbow in hand?
A longbow, but I am also a monk, so I don't know if that changes the calculus at all.
Okay.
So I could swing with a kick or something. I could try.
With a kick. I thought you said a pick. I was okay. Gotcha. So you can move 5, 10, 15. Let's see how clever he wants to be. Yeah, I think he's going to try this. He's going to try to reach out and grapple you, Spectre. So your choice of athletics or acrobatics.
Can I hero point it?
You can. That's a reaction, burning your reaction.
I will do that, and I will use acrobatics. Let's see. Hero point. Acrobatics. I'm gonna re-roll that one? Or is it...
You cannot auto-fail
I
on the
cannot
skill
auto-fail.
check. So if you're good with a 19.
No. I'm gonna
Okay.
re-roll.
All right,
I'm
so you're
gonna burn
burning
my
inspiration.
Yeah.
Well, it's a 19 plus your hero point.
It's a 10 plus my hero point.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
All
So
right.
that's a 26, my
Yes, he's not able to grapple you. So he will then touch the rune, and you will notice he and Hugo teleport away.
Uh-oh.
Hugo, you go take care of the other ones. We'll be right back.
Hugo's turn is next. He's fine.
All right, Hugo, it is your turn. You appear here. You can see what you can see, though your companions cannot. What would you like to do?
Hugo is going to reach over and hit the button for the chair.
Okay. And you will appear here.
Okay, and that was my interact with object, and then it has one more left in it, right?
Correct.
Theoretically.
Correct, yep.
So I'll use my action to hit the fire.
Smart.
Okay. And you appear back here.
Did I see what? I mean, that was the same rectangle or whatever. Sorry.
Sure, looks similar to it, yeah.
You tried to take me to that awful rectangle place.
Were there people in there?
Yes, a lot of them waiting.
Kurtu grins.
Next stop.
And then for my movement, gotta jump off of this. I don't care if the op attack. Actually, yeah, no, I'm gonna jump to here.
Okay.
And I guess Bonus action. He doesn't take an opportunity attack.
He does not.
Okay. Bonus action. I'll try to telekinetically pull it one square, or do I have to be one square down to do that?
If you want to pull him to the west, you need to be one down.
Okay, so I'll move down to here, and then I'll pull.
Okay, sure, yeah. Go ahead and throw that telekinetic pull ability.
Gee, Adam, why didn't he use his reaction there?
Good question. Yes, you do indeed manage to pull him closer to you.
I go, don't let this one touch it.
I think our cover's blown, Hugo.
This one's turn. He is currently restrained. He will cast a spell. And Harmony, wisdom saving throw, please. Yes, once again, you feel your body tense up a bit, but you're able to fight through it. This one is slain, so we move to this one. And he will move to here. And yes, once again, Harmony, wisdom saving throw.
I really hate that spider.
Once again, you managed to fight through this. Your mental power keeping you there. Top of the round before Spectre's turn.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Spectre's turn.
Alright, well, I don't like the sound of that, so I'm getting the fuck out of here. The jig's up. Protecting the portal no longer matters, IMO. So I'm gonna...
Well, they're searching. They don't know where we are.
I should... Does the guy next to me have a weapon in hand?
He does.
I'm gonna cunning action disengage.
Okay.
Is this Kurt 2 here on the dead guy?
Yeah, I'll move the dead guy, yep.
Okay. So, can I move through his space, or is it too awkward?
You can move through the Kirku's space.
Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20. From here, I'm going to take a shot at the guy next to Hugo.
Okay.
As soon as my character sheet loads up again. Watcha.
That will hit.
I'm gonna... If I get greedy with my sneak attack, he's not gonna die, so I'm gonna use sneak attack on this.
Okay. He is indeed slain.
And then I'm gonna keep going. So 25, 30, 35, 40. And then I will shoot the one that Roland has grappled.
Okay.
Does that give advantage?
It does not.
No. But I'm gonna hit him anyway.
You sure are. Yeah, go ahead and post damage.
So another 11 to that dude.
Roll.
I quickly adjust him towards Spectre's direction.
Arrow punctures into his shoulder, wounding him.
Yep. That is both attacks, movement, bonus action. I'm done.
Okay, who's next? Roland will be the next one up. Roland, roll me a 1d5, please.
And don't roll the flame room. They're looking for us.
Just /roll 1d5, right? It's been a
Yes.
while since I typed the command.
Yep, yeah, either that or the thing on the side. Okay. He will appear suddenly in this room. As he does, you see he looks around quickly, and he is going to reach out and touch the panel again.
Why did you do that, Dylan?
I don't have control over it.
Roland, your
It's
turn.
your fault.
I'm assuming, Adam, we saw him touch rectangle, right?
I would
Oh,
say
that
you're
doesn't-
not really focused on the panel right now. Like you're holding the guy over the flame.
Was he
so
choke
trying to
holding
look
a guy?
past Hugo and look at a panel. And
How
see where
about
his
me?
finger touched.
I'm right there.
Harmony, you may have seen it. Yeah, give me a blind check. Again, keeping in mind this is all happening within seconds.
And it really doesn't matter which room
Yeah,
which
they're gonna
guy?
find us.
I mean,
Yeah. Either way, we're
Harmony, you're pretty sure he touched rectangle.
I think it was rectangle.
Well, we
where
can't go after him right now. We're kind of in it. So just get away from the portal so they don't drag you in.
I am going to take my Thunder Gauntlet and kind of charge it up while I got the nape of this guy's neck, and I see where Spectre's arrow just punctured in his back, and I'm going to punch twice quickly right where on my side where he got shot.
So remind me, what do you have in your hands right now?
Just my shield. And
So
then
you have a shield and you're
Are you
grappling
punching?
him with a hand, right?
Yep.
All right.
I'll
so
drop the
describe
grapple,
what it
that's
is you
fine.
do. Okay. So you let the grapple go. So he is now standing in the fire. Okay.
I'll drape the shield around his back and give him 2 quick undercuts to the chest.
Okay. Yes, that one will hit. And he is wounded by that.
And then second one,
That'll hit as well. And wounded once again.
perfect.
He's gonna burn to death on his turn. Easy peasy.
Yeah, I'm going to move to here and get in between this guy and Hugo. I know that guy may take a swing at me.
He will, yes. Opportunity attack. So defensive roll from you. Yes, you managed to evade that strike.
Perfect. And I'm going to look at this guy, kind of like cock my helmet to the side, and then point over to his friend who's burning in the fire.
Okay, Harmony, your turn.
Okay. Restrained does have advantage on attacks.
Yes.
Gonna move here and attack number 4.
Okay.
Sorry, the computer froze up.
Unfortunately, even as he is restrained, that is going to miss.
Bummer. I'm gonna slide around like that. That's not too much, is it?
You've got a bunch of movement, so I don't think so.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think you've used 2 to get there.
So that is gonna do it for Harmony, but the spider has some thoughts. The spider is going to bite number 5. Can the spider like shoot multiple webs?
You'll notice in the block it says web recharge. So at the start of the spider's turn, it's going to have to roll a d6. If it rolls a 5 or a 6, it means it gets that web ability back. If it does not roll that, it does not have that ability.
And if it does get it back, it can web multiple people.
Yes.
Well, I guess we should roll that, right?
So that means you're ending your turn, right?
Yes.
All right, then yes, go ahead and roll a d6. All right, yes, that will recharge.
It is gonna aim it at number 1.
Okay. Yes, even at disadvantage, that will hit.
Wait, why would it be disadvantage?
So web
he's
is
got
a
melee
ranged
guys.
attack, and you're doing it right next to opponent. So if anytime you're in
No.
melee and you try to make a ranged attack at anyone, if you have an opponent within 5 feet of you, that is considered disadvantage.
I see. Okay, thank you.
Sure, yeah, no problem, but that certainly hits. So yes, webs will cover him. This one, he is now restrained. Okay, we move to Kurtu's turn.
Kurtu yells, "Do we want to get out of here?" And as he casts Firebolt at number 2.
Okay. A double
Double
fumble.
nat one.
Oh my goodness, I haven't seen one of those in a while. Please roll me a spell fumble.
Of course it's Bill.
forest.
Sure. I would like to use next week's inspiration, if I could, please. I'm trying to find it. Sorry.
You don't have that one right at the front press? I mean,
No,
I figured
it
that'd be,
usually
like, at the
is.
top for you.
It usually is. I don't know why it's.
He's hit the button too many times since it's
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Hold on.
Easy. Just roll the one that says you actually hit the target.
Okay, so you scramble the ingredients to your component pouch or focus. You're unable to perform material components to cast spells until the end of your next turn.
Yuck.
Yeah, that was a rough one for a caster. But it's only one turn, so yeah.
Yeah. What could go wrong, right?
Only
Okay.
one turn.
Exactly.
So I
6
will.
million guys to come through the portal.
I will tell number 2 as like, oh, I can't crawl that way. Okay, you know what I'm going to do is just actually stand still because I don't want to give an opportunity attack or anything like that. And I'm going to look at I'm going to look at number 2 and I'm going to say, and that's in my turn.
Yeah, you say that after fumbling with your spell focus there.
Yeah,
It
There's
comes
no
off a
fireball.
little
It's in his
disingenuous.
face.
Yeah, but at this point I am not a Dragorn. This time I am a Kobold. So, yeah.
Okay, and doing a quick check here. Oh man, Spectre, you will
Yes, sir.
notice just the slightest puff of energy from the portal.
Okay. Incoming invisible target, having done the exact same thing before. Myself.
Okay, this one's turn. Roll me a d6, Roland.
Burn him to death, Roland.
Please die, you son of a bitch. I'm pointing at you and everything. It would be so cool.
He does indeed, consumed by the flames.
Haha. That really helps Kurtu's maniacal laugh.
He was laughing at 2, though, so you know.
Yeah, wasn't good.
Yeah, that's who
Right,
I'm
too.
pointing at. And then I point at the fire, and then Kurtu starts laughing at him. Then his friend's on fire.
Yeah, it was an angle thing. They
could be,
misunderstood
yeah.
which one I was. Yeah. you know.
Yeah, I got it. I picked it up, Kurtu. Don't worry, buddy.
All right, this one's turn. He is currently restrained. He is going to cast a spell. Let's see how I was going to say deceptive, but creative he can get with this one. Okay. He will cast a spell, and he is going to point the spell over at Spectre.
Okay.
Spectre, I would like a wisdom saving throw, please.
Is my reaction back?
I'm relying on you for that one. You get your reaction back at the beginning of your turn, so if you used it...
I was the first one to go, so I have not used any reaction.
Sounds
Yeah.
like likely, sure.
So I will hero point this one as well.
Okay.
Wisdom save?
Yes. All right, with the hero point, that turns into a 12. That will be a success.
Why am I at -1?
That is your exhaustion meter, so you must have dropped or taken an exhaustion point.
I forgot that happened. When we did a short rest, was that an opportunity to shake it? I guess it's too late to say now, huh?
Yes, because we're already into the middle of things. I'd have to double check our rules really quick.
I think our rules is a con save, but yeah,
Yes.
I'll take it because I forgot that I had that.
Okay, so we move to this one's turn. He will also cast a spell, and he is going to target you, Armony. Wisdom save.
Sorry, was that for me?
Yes, wisdom save to you. All right, you managed to succeed. No issues there.
I'll keep taunting him, guys.
Okay, Hugo, your turn.
Hugo, there's a invisible guy in here with us somewhere.
Oh, well, I've got the answer. Fireball.
I thought you were gonna say fairy fire.
Yeah, that was not the angle I was thinking you're gonna take.
Okay.
This will break his concentration easy. Easy money.
I'm gonna use
For
Spider
sure.
anyway, but just to burn the slot.
All right, so you attempt to cast Fireball, and it is counterspelled. And as it is counterspelled, you notice an invisible figure suddenly becomes visible.
Oh. Sneaky, sneaky.
Oh wait, Hugo, shove this guy in front of me and I'll take him down.
You got it. Hugo runs here. And he's going to telekinetically shove the one to the south of him.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and throw a telekinetic shove. Yes, you do indeed manage to push him.
Get off my man. Running this way now, though. Goodbye. And that's the end of his turn, because it still uses my action even though the spell doesn't go off, correct?
Correct. Yep. All right.
A little chuckle after I'm still running this way.
This one is restrained. He will cast a spell, and he's going to cast it at Roland. Roland, wisdom saving throw.
Perfect. I have not used my inspiration. My reaction since my last turn, so I have 1 hero point left, and this is what I was saving it for. Just hyping myself up. Let's go.
That worked.
Hey, this
Let's go.
You succeed on the save
Nice.
by burning the hero point. All right, this one's turn. He will also cast a spell at Roland. Wisdom saving throw, please, Roland.
We gotta be almost out of this
Bitch.
by this point.
Yeah, I gotta save it. Let's go.
You manage
Nice.
to succeed, and yes, you are not affected. He is then going to move. He will step there. Kurtu, if you want to make an unarmed attack as a reaction, you could. But he will stay. Top of the next round.
Yeah,
Before Spectre's
hey,
turn.
hey, I
go
want to
ahead.
try to hit him. I want to try to hit him.
Sure, yeah. Make a melee unarmed strike.
Yeah, so Adam, I'm telling you, I don't even have that set up because Kurtu doesn't do that, right? You know, so I'm just
roll
gonna.
a d20.
That's what I was gonna say.
That is going to miss.
Hey, hold on, Adam. That's not it. I also get to -1 on that too.
Oh, well, then in that case,
Three
it'll
hit.
miss. All right, we are at the top of the next round. Spectre.
Darn those short arms!
Okay. Well, seeing that this guy counterspelled and hasn't had his turn yet, so no reaction for any kind of bullshit like shield or deflect missiles or whatever the fuck they have, I'm gonna activate my special ability, Steady Aim, which allows me to sacrifice my movement points and attack with advantage.
Okay.
So I'm gonna shoot the guy, the scary guy who just showed up.
Okay.
Let's go. Get that sneak attack.
That will hit.
Okay. So for a total of 23 to his ass.
He is
Huge
wounded.
first hit.
And then, oh fuck, I forgot to move my hunter's mark. Well,
That's a bonus action
know.
also, isn't it?
oh yeah, steady aim costs a bonus action. Yeah, okay. Then I will shoot him again and hope someone else can finish him off before he gets his next turn.
That will also hit.
or 7.
He
I don't
is
know why that posted
wounded,
twice.
and next time.
I sacrificed my movement, so I can't go anywhere, so I'm good here.
You will notice a fizzle of energy as an individual appears. As he does, the figure behind him says, "Get me out of here!"
Pussy.
And you see
I
he
call
will
him a
punch
pussy
the
as he gets
button
out of it.
again, and he will vanish.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait,
I
how
suck
many
at
times
that.
has this thing been used now?
And this round,
It's a new round, so that's 2.
It's a brand new
there's three
round.
stories
Oh.
in this round.
Twice, yeah.
Roland, your turn.
All right. Well, I am seeing Harmony is surrounded, even though she's got 2 of them restrained. I'm going to take this guy in front of me and hope that he maybe doesn't hit with his attack. And I'm going to come in to here and try to take on this guy, Adam.
Okay, so I think you just left the guy in front of you, so he will take the opportunity attack. You will manage to evade that.
Cool. This guy's restrained, so I got advantage. So I'm just going to come in and throw 2 punches at him.
Okay. Yes, both will hit.
Well, that's just the first one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I saw your bonus. Yeah, okay. Yep, both of those will hit. And he is wounded.
Okie dokie. Yeah, that's really all I got.
Okay, Harmony.
Okay, I'm gonna try again. Oh my god. I should stop using that.
Believe it or not, that actually hits.
Wow.
Nice.
Casters.
That was to 4,
Yes.
by the way.
Yep, melee attack. Yeah, that's the only one. Go ahead and post damage.
I haven't posted damage in so long, I don't even remember.
Just click on the word primal savagery there in the chat box, and it'll post it for you.
Yeah,
Just
it wants
killer
to know
problems.
what level.
Oh, that's
just
a
hit
cantrip, so that should be 0. Oh, that's because of your heal disciple of life, right? All right, so as you
yeah.
slash out with claws that suddenly grow from your hand, this guy is consumed by the acid damage and slain.
Very nice.
Nice.
Damn, that's a heck of a roll. It does 3d10 for cantrip.
Based on level, yeah, you guys are all 11. That's when the third dice comes into play.
Nice.
Didn't think that was gonna work, so I'm gonna move over.
Does Harmony use like
here.
claws, or does Harmony bite when she does that?
Both. Goes ham.
Goes full morb mode.
My eyes get really wide because I haven't seen you do that. And it's right in front of me.
It's very rare. Cool. I think we'll just hang out here. So the spider's gonna roll first, right?
If you're ending your turn, yes, you're going to roll a d6 to see if the spider recharges its web. It does.
Hell yeah! Shoot. Okay, so it wants to aim for number 5.
Okay, so remember, if it shoots from right where it's at, it will be at disadvantage.
But it would be a disadvantage anyway because... Oh no, that one's dead. Okay, number 2 then.
So it will still be at disadvantage because this guy is next to you. Then no matter who you target, because he's next to you, it is at disadvantage.
Okay, number 5 then.
Okay, sure, yeah, go ahead and post that. Yes, Harmony's rolls on the spider have been like
Spiders,
amazing.
like spiders up for blood.
This guy is restrained.
Just launching its ass juice everywhere.
Typical Sunday night for some of us.
Gonna move with that, and we're good.
Okay, Kurtu's turn.
Kurtu says, "Do we want to think about getting out of here? We've been lucky."
We have
Alright.
no choice now, Kurtu. They're all going to be waiting
Yeah.
for us at Rectangle. Let's take these down.
Yeah, well, I'm not thinking about going to Rectangle right now, but that's okay. Hey, Adam. Firebolt is just verbal and what is it? S there. So
If it's if it doesn't have material, I think your hindrance
Yeah.
said no material until your next turn.
right. Yeah.
There we go. Good job, Bill. That's a big number.
That was a hit.
I hit something! Yay!
And that was on number 2, you said?
Yeah, number 2.
Okay. Yes, he is burned.
All right, I am gonna go ahead and move. I'm just gonna go there so I don't get us all bunched up too much. So.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right, once again, Spectre, you will notice that slight disturbance in the portal.
I pointed out.
In the Force.
All right, and then from there, you will hear the sound of magic being incanted.
Yep. Can't stop it.
Okay, let me see how many of you can get hit by this. All right, doing some quick math here. Harmony, Roland, Hugo. I need Constitution saving throws from each of you.
Ooh, uh-oh.
Do I need to say that I'm using the hero point before I roll?
You do, yes.
Okay, I'm using the hero point.
All right, so go ahead and throw a hero point. Okay, Roland, you succeed. Okay, with the hero point, Harmony, you succeed, and Hugo, you will succeed as well. So all three of you succeed. You will notice as a frost of cone rushes out and encompasses a wide swath of area, the three of you will take half of this damage. So we'll start with Hugo first. So 17 to Hugo, then Harmony,
What kind of damage is it?
cold damage. 21 damage to Harmony, and 23 damage to Roland. And importantly, you do not see anybody appear after the spell is cast.
Greater in biz.
I'm sorry, Adam. Could you repeat my damage one more time? My mic went out there for a second.
You took 23. Okay, Harmony, as you fail the concentration saving throw from taking that damage, the spider will disappear.
He's been our MVP. No.
No.
Do the webs remain?
They do, yes. Okay, this one's turn. He is red.
Was that
one.
guy in the cone of cold?
Yes,
Where
he
did the-
would be. Yes, he would
Yeah.
be. Yep, good call. Hang on one sec.
And just to be clear, were we able to like visibly see the cone?
You could see the cone. Yes, you could not see the caster.
Could we
But-
see the general area it
Based
emanated
off
from?
of not being able to, being able to see the cone, where was the point?
Somewhere from the southeast of you. You couldn't tell exactly because, again, you didn't expect it to come, and suddenly, boom, you're just hit by this cone of cold.
Okay.
So he actually succeeds on his saving throw, suffers some damage. Okay, and then from there, he will cast a spell. He is red 1. He is going to target, who is up next? Hugo. He's going to target you. I need a wisdom saving throw.
How many of these fucking things do they have?
Okay, I guess on this one, no, you know what? No, I'm just gonna roll it. Never mind.
Guys, alternate idea, we join the cult.
You said wisdom?
Yes. You managed to succeed on the save, suffering no effects. This one is still alive. Red 5. He will also cast a spell. Roland, wisdom save.
Come on.
You will also save, no issue there. Okay, Hugo, your turn.
I need to finish these guys off and relocate.
Yeah, Hugo's gonna move here. And yeah, I'm just gonna, since I can't see the guy, I can't risk him counterspelling my high level spell, so I'm just going to Toll the Dead on number 2 there.
Number 2, okay. And spell effect roll, please.
Yeah, I think it's not adding one D12 to that damage, by the way.
I think you're right,
Well-
yes.
It's actually rolling 3d8.
The second set, though, is if they're wounded. So go ahead and throw another D12 on top of that, and then we'll update yours real quick.
Oh, I see that. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, that will be enough for him to be slain, so the necrotic energy overcomes him, and he drops dead. So
Okay.
update that on your sheet real quick. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I guess he will move back here and bonus action pull number 1 closer to him.
You'd be pulling him out of the web if you did that.
Oh, he's still in the web? Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind then. I'll just move back over here and say, all right, there's a spellcaster somewhere around here.
They're all spellcasters, dude.
There's a cone of colder, though.
Cone of Coder.
All right, this one is dead, so we'll remove him from initiative. This one is also dead. Okay, top of the round, Spectre.
All right. I'm sorry. Can we describe where the origin point of the cone of cold was?
Somewhere on the southeast of the room.
Somewhere on the southeast of the room. Well, I can't blind fire in that direction because that's not going to be productive. So what I'm going to do then is that's not the right tool. I'm going to step here if I can, if I don't bump into anybody.
You do not.
Okay, now that I have a clear shot at the restrained guy, I'm going to shoot him.
Number 1?
Yeah,
Okay.
the one directly above me, whichever number that is. So, longbow shot.
Yes. that's
19.
it.
21.
He is slain.
Alright. And then just checking my angles here a little bit. I'd be shooting through the fire. So I'm gonna go 10, 15. Now I have a shot on this guy. And this guy is also restrained?
He is.
Alright, I'm gonna remember to move my hunter's mark if I can do that, or can I not split up my attack action?
I honestly don't remember, but I'm fine with you doing it here.
Okay. This time I remembered. Eventually. Alright, so I'm gonna move my hunter's mark to him, and I'm gonna shoot once again. Where did my bow go? There it is.
Yes,
Surely.
That'll hit.
So 10 plus 5.
Okay, he is wounded by that shot.
That was 15 or 20. I don't remember, but it doesn't matter because I'm gonna go back in this corner and try not to clump up too much. Kind of hard to do in this room, but if I got my back to the wall, if he's shooting at me, he's not shooting at the rest of the team. So that is
the fire still kicking?
It is, yes, because it's down under, so as the cone raced over it, it probably let a lot of rime and stuff like that around the rim, but there are still flames down below.
Hey, just real quick, Hugo, you just posted that the unicorn helps us find creatures. What did you mean by that?
So the way the spirit works is you and your allies gain advantage on all ability checks made to detect creatures in the spirit's aura. So essentially, if you use your action to try to pinpoint the location, you would get advantage on that check.
Okay, alright, thanks.
We're trying to find the invisible person, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so this person's turn. They are going to touch the symbol. And you will see 4 individuals suddenly pop in. Okay, now this guy, quickly surveying the room, he's going to cast a spell at Roland. Roland,
Holy cannoli. It's a lot of dudes popping in. Alright, here we go.
A lot of dudes in fireball range is what I see.
Yeah, except for counter spell, that's the problem.
Yeah.
You will succeed.
Have you guys noticed that on my wisdom saving throws, it's going 16, 15, 14?
I think you have one more, brother.
You get a few more.
Right,
I think 12 passes.
Okay, well, seeing everybody come in, Roland kind of smiles to himself, and he's going to, you see he readjusts his stance a little bit, and when he does, and he pulls his right arm forward, his whole kind of body vibrates, and this shimmering field erupts around him. He's going to use his defensive field bonus action at him.
Okay.
Gives him 10 temp hit point.
It's like 11.
Oh, yeah. 11 hit points. And he is going to charge the one that is pinned against the wall here. But he's going to put himself in between both of these just in case he tries to... Maybe an attack of opportunity happens, but he's going to take 2 swings at this guy with his Thunder Gauntlet. Maybe he only needs 1, so he's going to do a super big haymaker to start it off.
Yes, that will hit. Wounding him.
Perfect. He's going to just kind of like halfway look, and then he's looking at the guy behind him, and he's going to go into the middle, and he's going to try to pin him with the wall.
You're hitting the same target?
Same target.
All right, that'll hit as well. Wounding him again.
This bitch.
Okay, Armony.
Okay. Does I feel like I've asked this before. Does Thunder Wave count as a melee attack?
It does not.
Even if I'm real close?
Unfortunately, it still does not.
Okay. We just gonna sit here and keep taking them as they roll in, guys?
Seems to be
Let's look
working.
at our options.
We're killing a lot of them.
Well, we can't.
Justice.
We can't really get out now is the problem because they're like on the teleporter.
Yeah.
Fuck him up, Harmony!
I'm going to use the last of my charges from the Staff of Spiders and welcome another little friend.
Okay, so quick reminder, the way, let me just make sure this is written in here before I say this. Okay, so if you're using the last of the charges, if you do so, you'll have to roll a d20. If you happen to roll a 1...
I am using the 9th charge to do this.
Okay, so not the last of the charges then.
It's the last of anything that I can do with the staff.
Fair enough. Okay. So you use your action to summon a giant spider.
Yes.
And
that
you are casting the spell. Yeah, okay. So the giant spider appears within 30 feet. Where would you like it to go?
pretty much the same place, just kind of to the right of the unicorn.
To the right of the unicorn. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, is that within like striking range of 9? Yeah.
It is, yes.
Oh. And I assume that starts off with a web charge?
It does, yep.
Okay, that's gonna go.
So you just to clarify, you're ending Armony's turn?
Yes.
Okay, so Armony's turn ends, and now it's the spider. What would you like the spider to do?
Web.
Okay, and he's within melee range, so this will be at disadvantage. Who would you like to web?
9. Or no, sorry, 8.
Okay, that will indeed connect. 8 is webbed.
And
This side of the room is just covered in sticky webs,
It
man.
is, like, literally every single web is hit, and they're
Yeah.
all been at disadvantage. It's crazy.
just watch where you step, guys. I think that's about it.
Okay, Kurtu's turn.
All right, Adam. To attack the guy above Roland, do I have a negative right now?
If you draw a line to him and the line goes through anything, you would have cover against it. So based on what you're saying on a quick glance, yeah, it looks like it.
Do you have any
Yes, definitely.
magic missiles yet left?
Yeah, but I'm just looking at. I mean, I don't think any. Yes, I do, but I'm also just kind of wondering about counterspell. But I mean,
These
If
are not
if he counterspells a magic missile, he's not counterspelling something more impactful.
yeah.
But if he uses his counterspell, then it can kind of give us an inclination of where he's at too, right?
Well,
Because
yeah,
he's got to
but
speak to use it.
Right, but remember, all these guys have been magic users. I mean, I don't know which ones have that high level, but they've all been casting spells. So
The hooded guys have the counterspell and the fireball and stuff. These
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
red guys.
Just to clarify, counterspell does not have verbal components. It is somatic. So because he's invisible, you will absolutely not see him counterspelling you.
Jackass.
yeah,
Not
well,
you, Adam. That guy. You know what I mean.
Well, you know, just because one isn't true doesn't mean, and doesn't just because one's true doesn't mean the other can't be, right, Adam?
Yeah.
You know, so. Yes, Adam, that was a slam against you being bad. Me.
I didn't even follow that one, so okay, I'll just let it slide.
Yeah, I was just saying, just because the other guy is a jackass doesn't mean
God.
you can't be.
Now
right?
I'm with you. I'm too slow to catch that, so apparently I am a jackass.
No.
I didn't follow it either.
I shouldn't have said that as I'm about to attack, right? So, anyway, so I'm going to magic missile this guy once.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Yep, go ahead and post it.
I could see him. But I'm going to hit him with one of my magic missiles, and I'm going to hit this guy here with, I'm going to hit this guy here with the other two.
Okay. So go ahead and post that. The first one will definitely die. Okay, and the next guy is hit for 6.
And for no reason at all, I'm going to move there.
Okay. Okay. Take advantage of this. Alright, let's see how many of you guys can he get.
Is it the invisible guy, Adam?
Yep.
It is indeed. Yeah, he's going to go there. So I will need Hugo, Harmony, Roland, and Spider to all make dexterity saving throws. As a ball of fire explodes from there, you'll see a small bead that's fired from the southeast before it explodes into that area.
Can you give us a general,
Not more
maybe
than
arrow?
southeast.
Okay.
Okay, Hugo will fail.
Dexterity.
Roland will fail.
I do want to point out, Adam, that my armor is fire-resistant armor.
Okay. Harmony uses a reaction to spend a hero point. And that hero point will actually make her succeed on that. And then the spider dex save as well, please.
Okay, hold on. Oh, wait. Okay. I had the spider clicked, but it didn't mess up the dexterity, right?
No, if you clicked it from your character sheet, it should be fine. So on the... Yep, there you go. Okay, so the spider will fail. So again, we'll do this in order. So Hugo failed. So Hugo, you will take 28 fire damage. All right.
I'm gonna cast Absorb Elements.
All right, go ahead and burn that slot, and then we'll cut that down to 14. Okay, and then secondly, Harmony, you succeeded, so you will take 17 points of fire damage. Go ahead and apply that. We'll see if you make your concentration check and if the spider's still around. Roland, you failed your check, so your fire resistance, you take half, right?
Correct.
All right, so you will take 12 points of fire damage. Okay, Harmony, you succeed, so the spider's still there momentarily, but then it takes full damage. And it takes 25 points of damage, so it is still around.
Hell yeah. Spider MVP.
Nice.
Sorry, Adam. That takes 11 of my temp and then 1 of my normal.
Okay.
It's a Spider Rocky.
Nice.
You're no bell.
He didn't hear no bell. The spider has been MVP. That's 2 different spiders.
All right, so that turn is over. This guy is dead. Okay.
Did he hit number 9 in the fireball as well? I wasn't paying attention.
He did not.
Or 8, I mean, yeah.
No, I was looking. He was outside the circle.
I use the targeter to be real precise. Okay, all right, this is now the... This is the second time. You will notice, Spectre, once again, a little bit of energy on the teleporter.
Uh-huh.
So this is the... Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I feel like this is the second time this round the teleporter's been used.
No, I think
I
this
really
is...
don't remember anymore.
I think at the beginning we mentioned it, right? Because they had used 1 to spawn in.
The group came
Listen.
with 4 of them. That was the first one. And I believe this is the second one. But if somebody remembers another one, feel free to shout it out.
I don't.
I don't
No,
know.
nope, I think you're correct. The only people in this round was the 4, so this would...
I'd say only maybe if the invisible person had used it. We
He
didn't
has
see it.
not. No. Okay, so, all right. So you will see that little bit of energy. But you don't see anybody there.
Do we hear anybody go oof and fall on the floor?
You do not. Okay, so I'm now going to need... The spider will definitely be dead, but I will need Hugo, Spectre, and Kurtu to all make Constitution saving throws.
Okay. Have I used a reaction yet?
I rely on you to track that.
Let me look at
I don't think so, dude.
Well,
I'm gonna spend my inspiration on this
okay,
one.
sure, yeah, reroll.
I don't
Okay,
think I've
you
been
succeed.
targeted this round.
Kurtu will succeed.
Last time they targeted our side, so I don't think you had to use it, bro.
You're right. I'm a
Fighter
fail that
doesn't even get a fighting chance.
Minimum damage will kill him automatically. He's only got 3 HP left, so unfortunately, no. Okay, so Hugo, you succeeded after burning inspiration, so you'll take 15 points of cold damage. Spectre, you failed. You will take 27 points of cold damage. Kurtu succeeded and takes 15 points of cold damage. And Spider is turned into a frozen statue. So I'm going to keep the Spider here momentarily, but I'm going to add a little icon to represent that he is currently... or actually, he's a summon, so I feel like as soon as he dies, he disappears. So I'm just going to get rid of him. Alright, so he is gone. Harmony, you're no longer concentrating on the Spider deal. I'm going to remove concentration icon from you. Invisible Spellcaster might be doing some other things at this point. Okay. Alright, this one's turn. Red 7. He is going to cast a spell at Roland. Wisdom saving throw, please.
I actually have red 7 on my bingo card, so that counteracts him. Oh my goodness.
Roland, you are paralyzed. Okay, and the next up is Hugo.
Okay.
Drop them bombs if you got them.
I'm gonna try. Hugo moves over here. Actually, over here. And he's going to cast Storm Sphere.
Go ahead and post that. Okay, as you cast this spell, you are counterspelled twice, both at level 3, so they have to try to beat your check. So I'm going to ask you to roll d20s, and we're going to use the inverse of what you roll. So you want high.
Okay. No. Oh,
Okay,
no.
So your spell is countered.
But they had to burn both their, because they couldn't see each other. They couldn't see what each other was doing. So
You got it.
All right. There
Hey,
you go.
Adam,
Dagnabbit.
could we tell which one's countered?
we can't see them.
You don't see them, so you have no idea.
Well, I just wasn't sure if there was the ones that were visible, if they were counting at all.
No, you don't see any of the... So you know what Counterspell looks like. Nobody you can see just cast Counterspell.
Okay, all right, thanks.
Hugo looks over towards Kurtu and he goes, "They just countered my spell, Kurtu.
Yeah.
Now
You know what
remember,
that means?"
You don't know that both of them Counterspell. Right, like that's meta-knowledge.
Well, Kurtu's
I'm
doing
using
really
the royal they.
Okay. Royal, they love it.
The singular they.
And then Hugo, not really knowing what else to do with no action now, is going to go back here and be like, "Please heal me, unicorn aura."
All right. Okay, this one's turn. Seeing that Roland is now in a very bad position, he's going to step up and cast a spell. Roland, defense roll, please. Double checking. Yes, you managed to evade this. He reaches out. You can't really move. I don't have a good description for how they can't touch you when you can't move, but he doesn't manage to touch you.
My armor has deflecting technology.
There you go.
Just
All right.
bonk.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This one's turn. Similarly, he's going to make his way over here. Also cast a spell at you. Defense roll here, Roland.
Okie dokie.
Easy.
Nice.
Once again, armor just bounces off.
I'm in guardian mode, bitch.
All right.
But it sounds like this when he says
So we move to the top of the next round as we are 1 minute before the end, and we know each of these rounds takes a good 25 minutes. Let's go ahead and call it there, guys. Hope everybody had a good session here. You guys are right in the thick of things. Hopefully we'll get Gale back. We'll try to get him in fairly quickly. But yeah, we will wrap this up, see if you guys manage to defeat these opponents or if they manage to get the upper hand. Have a great night, everybody. See you all next week.
Good night.
Great
everyone.
session, everybody.
Everybody.
We made good progress, I think. That's like
Yeah.
I mean, we
8 or
killed a
10
bunch of them so
dead,
far.
yeah.
Justice.
Take it
for
easy,
all.
everybody.
Yeah, later.